and he goes, and then next thing you know, he's
rolled over on his ass.
Holy shit! Look at guy on the couch.
Yeah, when I came up with that, bro, I was like, that's freak, bro. I was like, I gotta use that.
I'm tuned in.
I gotta use that. You know what I'm saying? So
this is crazy, but I'm
hey,
watching.
for everybody that didn't know, you know what I'm saying? Freak is the logo, man. Shout out to that boy Freakazoid, man. That boy Freak fucking faded on the couch, man. Is my logo, man. Off the Kush, man. That's my nigga, man.
Off the Kush.
Hey, man, y'all are tuned in to another episode of Riding High Presents Off the Kush podcast with your host with the most, Scoop Dose, baby. And we got a special guest in the motherfucking building tonight. And he is 100% a Corpus Christi legend. I told y'all I was going to bring y'all legends, man. He is 100% a Corpus Christi legend. And we got sitting in to the left of me, my boy Joey B, man, QBR representative, you know what I'm saying? And the underground mayor of this bitch, my nigga DJ Lil King, man. But let's really get into it, man. I appreciate my boy Michael White for showing up.
Already.
You know what I'm saying? Say, man, before we jump into the, you know what I'm saying, the sauce, pun intended. Before we jump into the sauce, for the people that don't know but should know, let them know where you hail from, man.
It's your boy Michael White, fucking right.
You know what I'm saying?
Representing Corpus Christi, Texas. Money over bitches, God over everything. Monster grinding.
You know what I'm saying? Now, what got you into the music game?
Man, first we gotta start out with this real quick. Let me get
that off the chest. You want to go ahead and pop it off?
Let me get this out the way, man.
Okay, let's jump right into the spaghetti sauce, man. Let's jump right. Hey, I was gonna go backwards and then bring it forward. He want to go backwards. Oh, hey, I'm with you, bro.
I just came back from delivering, so it's on my mind. You know what I'm saying?
Oh shit!
Hey, he said, hey, it's on his heart, man. Hey, okay, so we gonna jump right into the spaghetti sauce.
I'm tired of everybody saying that it's over spaghetti. It is not over spaghetti.
So where did this all stem from? Where did this come from?
All right, first off, let me start off with this.
Yeah, give me the backstory.
Let me start off with this. I am a pussy. I am a huge fucking pussy. Right?
Right.
So when you mistake my kindness for weakness, I don't have to be a pussy anymore.
Right.
That's my motto. And so basically my problem is, I don't know if it's a problem, but I'm a soft motherfucker, and I'm so soft that even soft motherfuckers stink on food. So like sometimes I, you know, and for the fact that I'm so soft, and everybody knows that it takes a lot to fucking poke me to get me out of character. I'm usually soft.
Right.
So when you see me going hard, you be like, wait, he usually soft. Why he going hard?
Right. That nigga deserve that.
Yeah.
I feel
if
that.
you know me, you know that.
No, I feel that.
You know what I'm saying?
I feel that 1,000%.
But let me start off like this, man. I'm not homeboy. I'm not mad at homeboy for making spaghetti and selling spaghetti.
Right.
So let me start from the beginning. So how it all started, we were friends.
Okay.
I met him through buying wings from him at a restaurant that he was a cook at a while back. He made the best little lemon pepper wings and shit. And he was a fan of my music and shit, and he followed me. And then we kind of just became cool through just like, you know, him hitting me up, letting me try his food type shit.
Right.
And then shout out to George. I'm not a hater. Shit, buy his spaghetti too. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna fucking tell y'all not to show him no love, man. Support his business. Support George's business. I forgot the name of his shit, but if you know it, support it. Anyways, and then eventually, like for some reason, I mean, we've been kind of cool for like some years, maybe a good 5 or 4. I can't fucking remember. Really? And like, and then all of a sudden, I just started realizing he be like really negative in my comments.
Hold on, before that though, because I had saw a post or something. I don't know if it was his post or somebody said something and he commented on there, but he was trying to say that he put you in the spaghetti game. Was there any fact to that?
Nah, I see why he would say that, because he bought a CD from me one time. I was delivering CDs before Spaghetti. I was selling CDs, my music, and so I showed up at the restaurant where I buy his wings to deliver a CD. He bought a CD, and then he said, "Hey man, you should start selling food. Like, look," and he showed me his Cash App. Look at my Cash App, bro. I sell a lot of food, man. People buy food. They support local businesses in Corpus, bro. You should sell food. And you're famous, bro. You'll sell a lot of food. You're fucking famous. And I was like, I don't know. I'll think about it. Like, we just having a conversation about it. I didn't say, I didn't run home and say, "Oh, I'm gonna sell food," because he said I should sell food. Right. Now it's like. It was when I finally, sometime later, met my ex-girlfriend from Italy. She made spaghetti one night, and I tasted it, and it tasted like money. And I was like,
Italian shit.
Yeah, I was like, this would sell.
Yeah, let it go.
That's when I wanted to start doing it. I had to tell, and me and her had an argument. I was like, baby, we need to sell this shit. She thought, "So no, Michael, you need to get a real job. A real job. This is not a job." And I'm like, I'm really known in this city. I could really sell this shit. You know what I'm saying? So I had to convince her to let me sell it, because I was respecting her like that, like a wife. You know what I'm saying?
So this her recipe.
yeah. It was really a recipe from Bologna, Italy. And it's called Bolognese sauce.
Bolognese.
There you go. It's
Bolognese.
I don't know how to pronounce it when I
told
read
y'all it was a Bolognese sauce yesterday, motherfuckers.
And it's the exact ingredient. So it's not like her own, but she's from Italy, so she knows her shit. Right. You know what I'm saying? So she taught me how to do it. So like I was like, baby, let me buy the ingredient. Let me buy that shit from HB, and if I don't sell it, then I won't do it again. Right. What's wrong with wasting $50? Right. You know what I'm saying? So I spent 50. At that time, it was easy to get $50 of some shit. You know what I'm saying? $50. It ain't $50 no more. At that time, it was $50, and so I doubled it. I doubled this. I was like, shit, let me hustle this. And she's all, "Okay, Michael." You know what I'm saying?
She was a baritone?
I mean, her accent was strong, and she...
You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, so anyway, so she inspired just me eating it and shit. She taught me how to do it. She didn't really want to do it with me, but she would take the pictures on it and shit, because she wanted to work at a real job. So she would continue working at a real job while I'm hustling the spaghetti. You know what I'm saying? But I still break her bread. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Whenever she get out of work, I be like, "Here's 50. You know what I'm saying? Just because we together and you taught me how to do it, here's 50. Right. You know what I'm saying? We not together no more. I don't associate with her no more. Well, somebody hit me up. Somebody from Canada hit me up talking about do you ever give her your ex royalties for the sales you make today? I'm like, bro, does drug dealers have to pay Ronald Reagan every time they mix baking soda with Coke? You know what I'm saying? So anyway, let's get back to it though. So he just started. Old boy George just started leaving comments on my posts like
dry hating.
Yeah, past 2 weeks just kind of dry hating, right? And then I was like being very negative. But in a smart, hypothetical way, narcissistic people are very smart at fucking hating on you without hating on you.
Hell yeah, I know how to do it too.
Facebook subliminals.
Hell yeah.
So he's like,
had 5 sisters,
and he was doing, and this is the thing. So he was doing that, right? And I was kind of just ignoring it because I'm like, maybe he going through some shit with somebody, and like. You know what I mean? This probably had nothing to do with me.
Already.
I didn't realize, I didn't click yet. Right. And then but not just that, but when I seen him on I would see him on the I started peeping game on the character when I see him on other pages like El Vago, my boy Alex. He would George would be on his page. He'll say some he would be like he'll like talk shit to him like, oh, you still in my burger because, or you still in my idea because Alex made a burger with pepperoni and salami.
Like a pizza burger.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did that 10 years ago. So what?
He put pepperoni and salami in it, and George is on there like angry about it. And then he leaves a post on his talking about people need to stop stealing from me. And then when Alex hit him up and asked him about it, George was like, oh no, I wasn't talking about you. I was talking about somebody else. So like after I heard that story,
Right.
I started peeping game on what he doing to me. I'm like, nah, I know what kind of person you are. Yeah. The way you did him, you don't like me.
They call that throwing.
I'm like peeping game. I'm like, you don't like me.
Exactly.
Throwing rocks and hiding your hand.
Oh, for real, all day. Straight.
I promise.
So like, I'm realizing you don't like me, and then like, so I eventually blocked him, right?
Church.
Because and then he
It's like,
and then
how long ago did you block him? Like a week ago, 2 weeks ago, like a timeline.
About a week or two or so.
So you were done. Didn't want to see none of
But
this
y'all
shit.
never
So
had like
check it.
actual fallout. It was just actually just him throwing slugs on Facebook.
Okay, I didn't block him the first time that I realized he was hating. What I did was I said, because I left the post saying the only time people hate, if the only time somebody comment on your post is to hate on you, that person hates you.
Yeah.
And then his girl leaves a wild reaction on the post, and then he himself leaves a comment saying people love you. And I'm like, why are y'all
why y'all the first ones?
why y'all the first ones defending yourself?
Yeah.
I didn't even know y'all hated me. Like I kind of thought, but now I'm like, I know.
It's like a criminal returning
like,
back to the scene of the crime.
Yeah, you returning back. You'll come back to the scene of crime. It wasn't us.
We didn't do it.
So anyways, so I told him. So I addressed him right there. I didn't just block him. I addressed him. I said, hey, why do you feel like, why you defending yourself? Like this is about you. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know you hated me. And he's like, oh no, I love you, Puto Power. And I'm like, all right, cool. Let it slide. That's the first time. Then he does some because before that, I already know he was already leaving some negative shit. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't.
You still got it all on your page.
I wasn't really paying attention to, I wasn't really paying attention to it until they fucking the way they reacted to this. But I was like, oh shit. So y'all really was you really was hating before. You know what I'm saying? Now I see it. You know what I'm saying? I look at what you do to other food pages, and then so what's it called?
He's just a negative Nancy, huh?
Okay, so after we had that conversation, after I checked him or whatever, and he said I love you now, whatever. I like cool. He'll come again another day being negative Nancy. So since I already had a conversation with him before, I felt like I could just block him. You being negative again. Right. We had a conversation.
I'm done.
No more conversation. No more you trying to manipulate me. Oh no, that's not what I meant. It's just block time. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And then he hits up Alex from El Vago Barbecue and Burgers, and he says, "Why did Michael White block me? Like, this dude won't leave me alone." And then Alex hits me up, and he's like, "Hey, bro, Alex wants to know why you." Alex hits me up and says, "George wants to know why you blocked him." And so I unblock George, and then I tell him, and I explain to him because some haters just, I don't know, he didn't know or he just pretended to not know, but. He seemed really surprised. I'm like, the fuck are you surprised? Or maybe he's surprised because I'm a soft motherfucker. Yeah. I'm pussy. Yeah. I'm a fucking pussy. So maybe he was surprised, like, well, he's a pussy. Why would he be mad at me? Right. Well, because when you mistake my kindness for weakness, I don't have to be a pussy anymore. Yeah. So anyways, so then I explained to him, like, yo, I'm tired of your negative energy. I was like, look, we still cool in real life. Like, if I see you and shit, it's all love. Yeah. We can talk, we can whatever. But on Facebook,
it's not fucking with you.
You need to leave me alone on this so it doesn't become beef in real life. Really? I'm trying to be the mature one. You know what I'm saying? And then he fucking and I tell him, like, bro, I was like, bro, I already seen how you treat El Vago page, and then you try to manipulate them to think that you're not hating, but it's obvious that you are. You know what I'm saying? Deep down inside. Yeah. So and I was like, so yeah, I know how you are, and I don't want that energy on my page. And then And then he blocked me after I said that.
That's some,
and then
so he blocked you.
after I explained why I blocked him.
That's some Helga
And
from
then-
Hey Arnold shit, dog.
So after that happened, I was like, cool. Maybe nothing's gonna happen again. Ever again. We cool. We good. We're gonna coexist. We're just gonna leave each other the fuck alone. Yeah. And then fast forward to maybe a week later, or a week and a half, or 2 weeks later, he fucking starts selling spaghetti. Keep in mind, he started selling spaghetti after I fucking blocked him. Like, not that it's a problem. You can sell spaghetti. You can fucking do what you think. Just keep that in mind, just for fun. That's some funny shit. Right. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it just shows how spiteful the motherfucker is. Already. Right? But I don't give a fuck who sells spaghetti. That's not why I'm fucking mad. So what made me mad, what drew the line was he started selling spaghetti, and then I'm about to go to sleep. I just got done eating some spaghetti. And I'm about to go to sleep, and then I got tagged into a post where his new menu had my name in it, and it said not.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Victor Moan Spaghetti.
Yeah, now he playing.
My restaurant name is Victor Moan Jr.'s The Spaghetti Plug. And he put not Victor Moan Spaghetti. And then, so I had to get myself up out of bed because not out of anger. I don't have anger issues. You know what I'm saying? I'm not I don't go around fucking being pissed off at people for no fucking reason. You gotta just keep on poking, like, poking. It's like, hey, stop poking me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I let motherfuckers poke me a bunch of times. Yeah. I'm a fucking pussy. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I don't get why motherfuckers gonna, get surprised when I finally don't want to be one. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so anyways.
You ain't a pussy, dog. You're passive. And you like Buddha, dog. You know what I'm saying? You're peaceful.
Now,
yeah, that's all I'm saying.
I'm just about my money, and I'm an Aries. I'm the god of war. So we know we have the intelligence to begin a war or end the war, and so that's why I'm so good at not at staying away from a war. You know what I'm saying?
Strategizing.
Yeah, that's why I'm very good at doing that. So like that's why it happens when it really has to fucking happen. You know what I'm saying? Not saying this is a war, you know what I mean? It's just metaphorically speaking. But so where the fuck was I?
You was at the point of no
okay,
return.
so he put so I see on the menu that it said not my name, right?
Right.
I get
not Victor Moan. Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
And I'm like, all right, man, it's
not a coincidence.
All right, I'm like, all right, man, this dude's gonna keep fucking bullying me if I don't fucking do something in person. Yeah. Because I've already tried to block him, I tried to avoid him, I tried to talk to him. I tried to talk to him.
But then now
he's doing this, and it's like I mean, if he would have, I don't know, but So my mentality was he gonna keep fucking with me if I don't do something.
A fact.
Like if I let this slide, something else is gonna happen. If I let that slide, something else is gonna happen.
You're exactly right.
So I feel like I have to stop right here at him using my name in his menu.
Crazy.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why I
not
showed
even
up.
Using your name, just making fun of you.
Making fun of my name.
That's
not
a back. That's
making fun of my name.
Making fun of you. I don't give a fuck who you are. That is straight up making fun of you.
Here's the thing. It's disrespecting my livelihood. I don't care if you make fun of me. You can make fun of me.
Right.
But as long as it doesn't threaten my livelihood or my well-being.
Right.
If they're not words that could create a cause and effect of my well-being being hurt or my livelihood getting hurt, I'm not going to come out for blood. You know what I'm saying? Right. So that right there was livelihood being hit. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't just making fun of me. That was livelihood. Yeah. My money. Messing with a man's livelihood is like messing with his life. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Playing with the cord and when he's on ICU. Yeah. Like, yo, stop fucking with my cord. Yeah. And so I showed up. I got out of bed. It was 10 minutes before the club ends, so I was kind of lucky to make it there on time. Yeah. And so I get there.
Freakazoid in the house.
And I didn't want to slap him. I did want to slap him, but I didn't. I didn't.
No, I know. I mean, I
You
know
get what I'm saying?
Yes,
So
100%. I know exactly where the fuck he at right now.
So I'm coming in. I'm yelling at him. I'm like, yo, first I didn't yell. I was like, how many times I gotta tell you to leave me alone?
Yeah.
How many times do I gotta tell you to leave me alone?
Right.
Is how I came at it, right?
Right.
And he just started laughing, and I was just waiting. And he's I was like, I was tagged in that fucking menu, and he was trying to give me these excuses like, oh, I'm just trying to tell people that it's not your spaghetti. I'm like, you're not gonna sit here and manipulate me like there's a fucking justification for this shit.
It's not your spaghetti.
Like,
though.
so just because you make spaghetti, you have to say, doesn't mean you have to say it's not mine. Just make fucking spaghetti, sell the shit, do your fucking thing, leave me alone.
Right.
So as I'm like, so after he says that, and I say, leave me the fuck alone. And then I'm waiting for him. I'm saying that like maybe several times. And I'm waiting for him to say, sorry, I'll go scratch it off. I'm waiting for him to say that. So, and if he said that, my hand wouldn't have went up. You know what I'm saying?
My hand wouldn't have went up.
Yeah.
He said he would have said sorry.
Yeah.
My hand would have went up.
But this is what happened. He just started laughing. And as he was laughing,
That shit triggered.
my arm
went
like that.
Like, you think this is a game, huh? You think this funny?
And
Let me show you something to laugh about.
Hell yeah.
And that's
hell
all it is.
Yeah, you want to laugh?
What the 5 fingers say to the face? You know what I'm saying?
talking about pressing charges.
I'll say this. Like, so after I heard everything, and
That's some hoe ass shit.
and
If
heard
that
that
nigga
you
talking
slapped him.
If that nigga talking about pressing some charges, that's some bitch made ass shit.
That's what I said. If you got slapped and didn't handle your business, like what kind of man
I
are
like
you?
to keep it all the way real. It was his wife saying it, but I mean, it's still
in the air.
In the-
that ain't cool.
She obviously don't, have no faith in his fighting skills.
But let's just.
But what I'm tripping on is
let's just keep a buck, bro. On some man to man shit. If you on some, I'm finna call the laws, bro. That's some bitch made shit. On you, like, bro.
After making fun of somebody on the internet,
bro,
like,
I was gonna say,
you came out here on some man shit, and then you wanted to play man games, and then when you got fucking dealt with like a man, now you want to act like
that's what I'm saying. Like, he deserved the
not
fucking
a man.
slap. It was a slap. It was a slap deserved. He should have been like, oh man, I fucking deserve that. Hey, give me my menu, man. I'm sorry. I would have did that.
Oh God.
Or, if it was me,
I'm just serious.
I'm the type of person. And look, I get
free. You serious?
I give so many chances because I want people to give me chances. That's why I gave him so many chances. I believe in karma. So I believe if somebody gave me so many chances and they finally whoop my ass, I believe that's my karma. Yeah. I deserve that.
Yeah, 1,000.
You know what I'm saying?
1,000.
So that's why I treat everybody how I want to be treated.
if you want to run with the 100, you know what I'm saying?
1,000. So
until they put me in a position where I have to show them you can't treat me like this anymore.
right.
You know what I'm saying? So I just didn't want it to keep continuing to be an on and on thing where he just keeps on fucking with me. You know what I'm saying? Like, leave me the fuck alone, yo. Like, we could have been cool in real life. You know what I'm saying? Like, if our friendship ends on Facebook, it doesn't have to end in real life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, facts. So what led up to the point of you getting and releasing the video? Was it just too much bullshit going on without no proof or something?
You know what?
And also, like,
I mean, the dude was calling him psycho and shit.
I'm not gonna name somebody texted to me.
Yeah, but everybody.
That's fire.
I
can't reveal the sources.
Somebody I know. I don't know.
Whoever that is,
I don't know if she wants me to give her.
You, man.
I don't know if she wants me to give her a shout out or not. But
shout out to her.
I'm gonna keep it out. But,
Hey, you a real one for showing us the truth.
Yeah.
but here's the thing, though. Only reason I posted it because I kept seeing him like lying on me.
Yeah, saying that you was on you was on drugs. I was like, yo, first off, this dude is like a
the
big
bar
advocate
like
for
that.
not doing drugs.
Yeah,
I was like,
I don't smoke and drink. I'm just yelling at him.
We know that.
I'm going crazy because you pulled it. I don't drink or smoke. You know what I'm saying? I guess they just say it because I'm angry. I'm on drugs. Like, no, like, I'm tired. You know?
I mean,
I go whenever like I give you so much. I give you so many chances. I have the right to go fucking crazy. You know what I'm saying?
You 1,000%.
Fucking have the right to do that.
I agree. I'm with you.
I mean, I don't condone what you do, what you did. You know what I'm saying? But you did do what you had to do. And I will say this. I will say this though. Sometimes you get pushed to the edge, like
Yeah, I didn't want to post a video because I really don't want. I didn't want anything furthermore to I didn't want to embarrass him more. I didn't want him to hurt his feelings any more than I already did at the bar. Like, you know what I mean? But the fact that he keeps on lying on me, I'm like, well, I got to tell my truth now. You putting him in a position where I have to kind of make you look. I gotta make you look bad because you're making me defend myself. So I gotta post this video and show that I didn't run away like a pussy, and I didn't fucking wave my gun around. He knows I own a gun, so he threw in. Oh, he was waving his gun and shit. Wow. So like, and you saw that there was no gun in there.
Oh, they did say you were waving your.
Yeah.
I remember seeing that shit, saying you had a gun on you.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Saying that I was pointing it at him and shit, and I'm like, what the fuck? So I had to post a video to show that the reason I'm walking away is because of Don, my homeboy. You know what I'm saying? I respect him, so I wasn't gonna like
push through.
I wasn't gonna push through like fuck you, Don. You know what I mean? He's doing his job. So
would pick your ass up.
And I did what I had to do. So like right when I slapped him, but Don put his hand out and like he was going towards me, and I already knew what that meant. That meant he leave. You know what I'm saying? So I'm walking out, and then he's pushing me back. I'm looking back, waiting for him to either tell me something. I'm still waiting for a sorry after the slap. I'm thinking like a motherfucker.
You're still waiting for the sorry. You're still waiting for the sorry.
Crazy.
Like, cause I'm just saying if that happened to me and I was wrong and somebody slapped me for being wrong because I never apologized.
And you wasn't gonna retaliate, then
you might as well say sorry. You might as well. Hell.
I would have said sorry. I would have been like,
fucking well.
I would have been like, damn, my bad. Hey man, I pissed this motherfucker off, bro. God. Let me take that shit out. He care about his business. Man.
Yeah.
He about his business. Let me give him a drink. Like I would have kept it real. You know what I'm saying?
I've had that happen before.
But now everybody's just screaming at me and shit.
I got into a fight one time. I'm about to do the beer afterwards.
That's crazy.
Okay, we got a comment right here. It says, recording shit is corny, and they're asking me, what do I think? Honestly, I'm
glad he got the recording because
it's like whenever some shit goes down like that at a public place, it's almost, you got to expect for someone to record it.
Somebody gonna get something.
Bro, it was so dead. I didn't think there would be a video.
Somebody gonna get something.
Because it was the end of the night. You know what I mean?
The only video was like the security.
We live in a day and age where people either want to see video proof or picture proof, and if they don't see that shit,
it didn't exist.
It didn't happen.
But I believe.
That's just the times that we.
I believe now. I believe that boy got a cold little right hand.
Now check this out. Now I've already heard, you know what I'm saying, that this isn't something that you would be up for, but now I'm hearing that people are talking about contributing money, and when I'm talking about money, I'm talking about niggas talking about, say, man, I got $500 on a motherfucking spaghetti off, man. Is that something that you might entertain with the bread?
Here's the thing, man. I would do that with somebody that doesn't have hatred for me. This motherfucker hates my soul. He's still like talking about me like, oh, Michael White makes he sells spaghetti in a can. He sucks. Like he's just fucking attacking me and bashing me. Fucking hates me. You know what I'm saying? For no fucking reason, just for defending myself. You know what I'm saying? Like he's a real life Cartman. Like you know how Cartman, he'll do a bunch of fucked up shit and never know why people are mad at him.
Man, you're so mad at me, man.
Yeah, like that time. You ever see that episode with him and Kyle get into it?
He said, all I did was say his spaghetti sucked.
And then remember when Kyle finally hit Cartman and Cartman was like,
I do remember that.
Man.
Yeah, I got that.
It's like, bro, what you mean?
Come on, no, I feel it.
It's like looking at the fire and then touching the fire and going,
Let me answer that question. I can't do a cook-off with bad energy. You know what I'm saying? That's you can do that with battle rap or fucking basketball, but with food, you can't make food with bad energy.
There you go, no.
You know what I'm saying?
Church there.
And so a cook-off might seem cool for the fans and everybody like, hell yeah, cook-off, who's the best? Only one can survive. That's cute and everything, but yeah, it's just that's not the right energy to have. You know, and I don't mind doing a cook-off.
What if he apologizes? What if he says, I'm sorry? Like, truthfully.
You know what, if he does, we can have a cook off. If George apologizes and says that he deserved a fucking slap.
You gotta say he
Yo,
We can do a cook off.
you heard it first. If he just says I deserve a slap,
Hey, that nigga,
and I'm sorry,
you heard what that
we got
man
that
said?
cook-off.
We can have a cook off. I want to hunt it like that.
I ain't never heard Freak so quiet in my motherfucking life.
I didn't even know you was there earlier, man.
Crazy.
This fool said, if he just
That's
apologized
ill shit right there.
and own up to the slap,
That's some ill
Yeah, because he's still like surprised. Like, oh my gosh, he was on drugs. What's wrong with him? What a crackhead.
nah, we know you
Schizophrenia.
crazy without this shit.
Yeah, I need
You know what I'm
drugs.
saying?
If I was on drugs, I wouldn't have slapped nobody.
Yeah.
Hell, nah, yeah, nah.
Yeah, if I was on drugs, you wouldn't got no slap. I would have been at home like, okay, I'll be a pussy.
Yeah, already.
He reminds me of sober Kenny Powers. That's what they said. You remind somebody of sober Kenny Powers.
So,
dog.
hey, let the people know, like, again, we talked about it last night, but let the people know, where did you get the name from, man?
Oh, so the movie Money Talks.
Yeah, that's fire movie, man.
When Chris Tucker, it wasn't even his name in the movie.
Yeah, I was trying to explain it last night.
Chris Tucker's name in the movie was something else. What was it? I don't even remember his actual name in the movie, but I remember him and Charlie Sheen. They show up to a mansion because it's Charlie Sheen's wedding rehearsal or some shit. The father answers the door. He's Italian, and Chris Tucker, you know, has to pretend that they're friends, but they're on the run from the laws and shit. So Chris Tucker was like pretending to be Italian. Whenever the dude answered the door, he's like, who's this? Whenever the father was like, who's this? The father-in-law. He's Victor Moan Jr. Because he just got done listening to the radio, hearing Victor Moan, the singer.
His greatest hits.
The greatest hits.
Yeah.
It was a commercial, and then they were talking about how he's married a black woman.
Fuck Victor Moan.
So Chris Tucker is he's like, I'm Victor Moan Jr. And then so when I started doing the spaghetti thing, I thought it'd be funny since I'm not Italian, just like Chris Tucker's not Italian.
Exactly.
It makes sense. It's the same type of character, you know what I'm saying? Same type of concept. You know,
So it has a real, had a real tight meaning,
Yeah.
and there's no
So
other
fire.
way that somebody else would do a spaghetti plate.
So I call this Victor Moan Jr.'s spaghetti plug. And the movie doesn't even have spaghetti in it.
It does,
you know what I'm
it
saying?
doesn't. It doesn't at all.
It's just the Italian reference. It's an Italian reference that goes with Italian food. You know what I'm saying? So I tell people this is Victor Moan. This is Victor Moan Jr. the spaghetti plug, but I'm Victor Moan Jr.
Yeah, that's ill.
I'm the brother that came out from the more white from the dad side.
From the light
From the
side.
dad side.
You got a lack of melanin. A lack of melanin.
So yeah, there's a nice little concept meaning behind the
So I see
fucking.
you be selling out of them.
Because I'm a rapper, so you know, it's more of it's like a rapper kind of humor. You know what I'm saying?
No,
to come up
100%.
with some.
Yeah, it's
That's
like a
fire.
hidden bar. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's a bar.
Yeah, it's a
fire.
slow it down. Yeah, exactly. It's
Super
Victor Moan
fire.
Jr.
When I heard it, I knew instantly. I was like, bro, what the? That's super ill. I see that you sell out the motherfucking them spaghetti bowls quicker than a bitch.
Yeah, I just got done. I just got done today, right now, from the pre-orders from yesterday.
Right?
As I was delivering, I met my quota for tomorrow's sales, so I got to start cooking tomorrow.
Explain how like the sales go, because a lot of people be hitting you up and they see you post and they would think they want one right then and there. So explain how does it work?
All right, so I don't cook and place orders the same day anymore. I'm the only person in this motherfucking kitchen at my house, and
It takes time to prep that shit.
yeah. And so the day before I cook and deliver, I place orders. You hit me up. I got Cash App, PayPal, and Apple Pay. And I pick up cash as well. There's like sometimes like two motherfuckers where I gotta pick up cash and shit. So I do that too. And
He said this too.
yeah, there's always like two or three motherfuckers.
Two of them cash motherfuckers.
There's always two or three cash motherfuckers.
Living in the Stone Age and shit.
Get with it, motherfucker.
With money.
And they be like, yo, I'll just pay you when you get. I'm like, nah, I'm gonna meet you right now
About that money.
Because I don't want to worry about fucking cancellations.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That shit happens.
Fuck your cancellations. because that made my job even harder when people were canceling on me the day of selling them shit. I'm like, oh damn, so I gotta drive over here. Yeah, fuck that. So you hit me up, you place your order, I put your name on I got my note app on my fucking phone. Sure. And then the next day I cook and I try my ETA that I try to do is before 8:30 p.m. Everybody be like, when am I getting my plate? So I say before 8:30 p.m. So that could be 6:30, 7, 7:30, 7:45, 7:11. You know what I'm saying? Before 8:30 p.m. Today I was a little late because I ain't gonna lie, man. I got caught up arguing with trolls and shit. Cause I'm going viral right now. I ain't gonna lie. I'm sorry. I think I was like I think I started delivering like an hour later than I was supposed to. So anyways, but usually
fucking with them goddamn trolls, man.
But usually you're trying to explain to everybody. So I'm glad I get to explain it now on the fucking show. Yeah, so yeah, but usually before 8:30 p.m., you could just know like, I might get it at 5.
How often in advance do you post that you're gonna do the sale? Like the day before, 2 days before? Like how often in advance do you post?
Usually the day before. Sometimes I'll do 2 days before. Because like if I haven't done it in a few days,
yeah,
I'll just be like, fuck it, I'll just do it a few days before, and then and honestly like. And then I'll take a break. I try to take like a day between break to chill, or 2 days or a few days till I gotta go broke. And then
till I gotta go broke.
And then but then man, this is the first time in a while that I'm doing it 2 days in a row. But it's just like because everybody's fucking blowing my phone.
You're on fire.
Everybody's blowing up my inbox for
really
spaghetti.
Get some orders now. And not on no disrespectful shit, but somebody commented and said, "Ain't nobody gonna want no spaghetti from Jorge after this."
Nah, he sold out too.
I got a question.
He been selling out too.
Do you have like
shout out?
Do you have like different variations? Like, can you get the chicken with it? Can I like a chicken spaghetti?
No, you get it. You get it exactly how I make it.
Okay, I got you.
And if you
the Victimone, it's the Victimone, nigga.
And if you don't want it, if you don't want the mushrooms on your spaghetti, do me a favor and call up George. Call up George and get your spaghetti from him, please.
Cause your shit comes with mushrooms.
Don't make me change my shit. Really? He might do that for you. He's real nice like that. He'll be like, oh, you want me to do this for you and do it? He might do that. He likes to.
That's how you do it.
He likes to lure you in and make you his friend, and then he'll destroy you. No, I'm just playing. I mean, I'm not playing, but I don't mean to bash. I don't want to bash him.
That was one of the funniest things I think he said to me though.
What?
Was that Corpus was in the cancel you. When I read that, I died. Like reading it, like his.
Like, bro, that shit's crazy.
That was just wild.
I think Corpus would have canceled me if I didn't stand up for myself.
Yeah, on God.
I believe. I real talk.
That's how Cartman he is. He think, and I don't mean Cartman like he looks like Cartman.
Right.
I'm saying the mindset of Cartman from South Park. That's how Cartman he is. Like he thinks like oh, they're gonna really not like Kyle after this. You know what I'm saying?
That's hilarious.
And then everybody ends up loving Kyle. You know what I'm saying? Because Cartman don't realize he's an asshole. What did I do?
Right. Nah,
like some Steve Urkel shit. Did I do that? Yeah.
I feel that. So what you got planned for the future, bro? With the Victimones, bro?
Orders finna be out the roof now, shit.
What's the most orders you've ever done in one day?
You got that Keith Lee treatment.
One day.
In one day, like
that's only when I'm in a relationship and I have help. That's like
20 plates, 30 plates.
I'm not looking. I'm okay with working by myself. Me and my ex from Italy, we used to argue because she's like real Italian with it. Like, oh no, why you doing it like that?
Yeah.
No, you know you're supposed to put the oil on it.
Already.
Hell yeah.
I'm like, bitch, can you go to work?
I got this. Let me demoan this shit up.
Like when she got to go to work in the morning, she'll get up and at least like do one of the preppings that I kind of like to do a little faster, and she'll like do it like the super way that you have to fucking do it. And I do it. There's like a little fast way I do, because it tastes the same. So I was like, it tastes the fucking same, no matter how you fucking do it.
Consistency is
a little thing that we do, but there probably is like a slight fucking taste difference, maybe if the way she did it, but yeah, she always like she would even try to like I would wake up and see that she already got like some shit going that I wouldn't usually do. I'm like fucking. But yeah, it's hard working with another person. The reason my past two relationships, bro. This is one of the things. I think this is just like a Corpus chick thing. But
well, the last one was Italian, so right?
No, the Italian one was like maybe like three girlfriends ago.
Oh, she was 3 girlfriends ago.
Come
Three
on,
or two?
talk, man.
3? 2?
2, 3. Yeah.
What year is it? Nah, what year is it? Yeah, 2. I think 2. Yeah. 2? Was it fucking 2? Let's say 2, because that's the ones I remember that fucking just drove me crazy. They were the exact same, bro. When I would when we would sell spaghetti together, I'll start with this first one, the one after my ex from Italy. Right after her, there was this one chick. If like a pretty girl bought my spaghetti, she'll flip the fuck out. It'll be an argument the rest of the day. I'm like, bitch, I'm not doing that good right now where I can tell people no.
I can't tell the pretty ones no.
Yeah, like I'm not doing that good right now.
I mean, yeah, we see the comments right now. We definitely do see the comments right now.
But yeah, so it'd be like a crazy man. There's this one time where we were on we dropped off a spaghetti at this girl house. She was pretty, I guess, pretty as fuck, and then. But look, when I pull it up, as soon as I noticed she was pretty, I'm not looking at the bitch, right? I'm getting the plate, and I'm kind of like just looking at the sky and shit. I'm like, all right, thank you. Thank you. And she's like smiling. It was a pretty smile. I'm like, bitch, why'd you smile? And then, we drive off, and I feel the energy. And I'm like, and we on our way to get steak and shit. That was like the last sale. And we on our way to the steakhouse. You know what I'm saying? We used to we used to go out to nice restaurants every day. You know what I'm saying? Just off the sales and shit. So I don't know why she tripping. You know what I'm saying?
What's the nice restaurant?
Like Texas Long, the old
Roadhouse?
the old the old Steak and Ale.
Old Steakhouse. Old Longhorn Steak and Ale.
On Alameda. I love that one.
Bitch goes hard.
I love that one.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
That's a nice restaurant.
I just want to know. Yeah, no, that's a nice restaurant. Yeah. I just want to know what's a nice restaurant. You know.
So peep game. We on our way to that, and no. There was one more delivery. So when I went to the next delivery after the pretty girl house, she gets out the car and says, "That's why I've been fucking N-words." And she was one of those N-word girls that wasn't black. But she was a white girl too. That's why I've been fucking And she gets out the car and then slams the door. And I'm like, okay, bet. Yeah, and then the next the next chick, fast forward to the next chick, a few things I can point out. Same shit. Probably not as never said some shit like that to me. Never told me she was fucking people because I'm selling spaghetti. But she it became I done it at her house. I done the spaghetti at her house one night. And then it was in the projects, right? So it was nice. It was easy for people to pull up real quick. I come outside, and it was fun, man. I like doing it over there, everybody know me in La Mata, you know what I'm saying? So I love being in the project around people that know me and selling spaghetti. I'm having fun. And I don't like living in the project no more, but I like to visit. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I try to stay away. It's just because I'm really known. Now when you really. That's because I'm so known. Yeah, I don't like being in an area where you're so known. Yeah, and it don't matter how much love I get. There's gonna be one George on the porch that's gonna be like, "Hey, asshole, what do we have here?" But now, but what I'm saying is, when there's a lot of love, there's gonna be some haters, and they gonna ruin the fucking party. So it's like that's why I don't mind. That's why I like being in the suburb right now. I got me a little crib in the suburb. It's airline. It's not the suburb, but it's airline.
Hey,
It's not the suburb, but it's airline.
hey, you keep it clean.
They keep it clean though.
Keep it clean.
They keep airline clean.
Yeah, keep it clean. They already done all the construction on that bitch.
But I like being there because, man, when I'm in an area like that, nobody fucking know except for the fucking landlord. She's like, I seen that Kill Tony shit. Yeah, I seen you selling, talking about your spaghetti and shit. So yeah, they know me. That shit. As soon as that episode dropped. As soon as that episode dropped, I found out when I
afford the extra 200.
I found out when I called the landlord. I called the landlord and I told him my heater broken.
Yeah.
And
She said, "Go buy one."
now after I said that, she said maybe because all that spaghetti you cooking in the kitchen. What? I was like, oh. She started laughing like, yeah, I know who you are.
Damn.
And
Damn.
but besides that, I like the fact that nobody know me. Like when I was at my first time kind of leaving the projects was Paradise Bay, which is still kind of the ghetto. Yeah, still the project.
It's outside the project.
They used to call it Parasite Bay.
No, Paradise Bay is
the very next step above the
above
project.
the project. Yeah, it's like where you go when you get enough money to get out the hood.
project.
That's why everybody in there is from the hood. You'll see Mexican mafia. You'll see, you know what I'm saying, north side, west side, and then you'll see a fucking.
You got enough money to get out there.
And then you'll see, every now and then you'll see a super fucking white person jogging.
Yeah.
That's what kind of neighborhood it is. It's just, it's hood.
You look at them like, you know where the fuck you at?
Yeah.
It's like projects with suburban people in it also. But
Fucking hilarious.
He said it's like projects with Suburbans in them.
Who is suburban?
so anyway, like that was as far as I was able to go for a while, and I hated it because everybody knew me there because that was still the hood. Like people, whenever there would be parties upstairs, they would come down, knock on my door 4 in the morning. I'm gonna answer the door with my strap on the door like that, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, "What's good?" And they're like, "Oh man, I'm just a fan, man. They said you live down here."
Ah, damn! They be interrupting your sleep like that.
Yeah, and what's it called? I was like, "Oh,
Hey,
okay,
but your fans
cool."
love you, dog.
And
Even
but
if
not at my house though.
they love you, man.
How did the Kill Tony thing come about, bro?
Okay, so I started it's like Kill Tony show is like a it's like a
It didn't exist until you were.
it started becoming
For real?
and it's actually and
No,
this,
it existed, but not too many people knew of it.
Yeah.
Here in Corpus.
yeah.
I fucked with
Oh
it.
hell no! Everybody knew about that
Shit,
shit.
I fucked with it.
Everybody know about Kill Tony, dog.
They didn't really have a
He was on there. They're like, you don't know Kill Tony. All kinds of people. I said,
Yeah,
I
I
don't care
fu-
about them though.
it don't really
Lights on that bitch. Like,
Yeah, I fucked with Kill Tony.
You ain't a fan of comedy, dog.
it's a American Idol for comedians.
Yeah, for sure.
And,
David Lucas
It's
be
held
on
at
that
Joe
motherfucker.
Rogan's club, right?
Yeah, Joe Rogan's
Yeah, the
club.
other shit.
I done seen, like
And,
David
I'm-
Lucas is on that bitch. What's his name?
Yeah, David
Yeah.
Lucas,
Yeah,
Cam Patterson.
Bro, he
Cam
done-
Patterson, my boy. We're probably the closest out of everybody.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Oh
You know what I'm
shit!
saying? If I had,
That's dope.
cause like he'll be
Gonna
like.
watch this.
You know what I'm saying? I got his number and shit, man. He be showing, he be hooking me up with shows out there and shit.
That's
That's
what's
fire.
up, dog.
Yeah.
where they going after
And he put my when I came.
I saw
I
that.
He
met
said,
him.
"Oh fuck!"
Hell
He
yeah.
said, "Oh fuck! I don't even know why I put this on."
I met him after my performance.
That's dope.
I went backstage and he was like, "Let me see your do-rag," and he put it on his hat. He's like, "How do you do it? Do it for me." And I was like, "I was doing it for him." And then
He was asking you how to put a do-rag on.
well, on his hat.
Oh, on his hat.
Yeah,
Oh,
because
okay.
I do it on my hat.
Oh, yeah,
and I
yeah,
make
yeah,
it
yeah.
stick out the
Yeah.
that part. And he was just trying to figure out where I fucking arranged this shit.
Yeah.
And he's like, all right, and he goes out there, he's like, my ADHD. He's like, you know what I'm saying? So that really helped me out.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, because I was watching it. I didn't know you were on there. I was watching it and I saw you pop up and I was all click, babe.
I
Check
knew
this shit out.
I knew me and him were gonna be the closest ones. David, I thought me and David Lucas, but nah, he unfollowed me the second day.
He unfollowed me the second
On
day.
Instagram. I hit him up. I said, I said, man, I think I don't know if I made a joke about us in our picture or something. What did I say? I said I met David. I posted a picture of us, like, I don't think I said anything bad. I can't fucking remember, but I don't know what it was. But I just hit him up. I said, hey, was there something that I offended you or whatever? And he's like, oh, no, man, you dope. He said, you dope. I just don't want to keep running into your shit. I don't want to keep just running into all your shit on my newsfeed or whatever. Oh, really?
He said, I'm just tired of looking at it.
Yeah, because I post a lot on my Instagram. And sometimes I'll erase it and put it again so I can get more views. Because sometimes the views will pause and I'm like, fuck that. And I'm doing it again. Yeah. And maybe, I guess he's talking about shit like that, whatever. But
at least he was
I still don't. But but me and Cam are like probably the only coolest ones. Like Cam's like really, you could tell he's more like fucking like super fucking cool. You know what I'm saying? Just always showing love to everybody. Maybe because he from the South. David's from California, and California got some mean ass people. You know what I'm saying? You know, Southern people, we more fucking
open doors for people.
Yeah.
Let's answer this question real quick. That he didn't ask this question by 3 times in the comments. Freaked answered it already, but you can answer it for yourself. Yoshi Main says you're gonna make something else besides spaghetti. Not trying to be rude, but will you make some more food options?
Oh, I love this question because I was just talking about it on a post one time. I said, so here's my answer. First, let me start with no, and then first and foremost. Look, I'm the spaghetti plug. I'm not the everything plug. So if you in the mood for some hamburgers, hit up Elviro. Yeah. You in the mood for some motherfucking soul food, hit up Smacks Eats. Or the Trap House Kitchen. Are they still open? You get what I'm saying. Get
what I'm saying.
If you want some seafood, hit up Red Boat. Yeah. If you want spaghetti, hit me up. Yeah. Oh, really? That's what you can do, Kibbo.
That's what you can do. There you go, man.
I said kinfolk.
Oh, kinfolk.
That's what you can do, kinfolk.
So run the name across it one time. Run the name across. What's the name of the business again?
Oh, Victor Mon Jr.'s. The spaghetti plug.
You hear that? What did he say at the end? The spaghetti plug.
Are you asking us or them? Because they can't answer you.
No, they're in the comments.
He said, man, Victor Mon Jr.'s a spaghetti plug. Spaghetti, bro.
That was literally my answer.
You don't ask Subway to make tacos, do you?
Well, you know what? See, that's the thing. That's the reason why people shouldn't be doing other things that they already do. Like, cause you know, like when you go to a Chinese restaurant, there shouldn't be no fucking pizza in that motherfucker. Oh, really?
No. Little kids.
That's at a buffet though.
That's at a buffet.
Not if I go to.
Well, what I'm saying is, what I'm saying is,
like a real Chinese place. Yeah.
What I'm saying is the pizza garbage at a Chinese food place. Yeah.
Them chicken nuggets aren't though.
Even though it's for the kids, they're not happy. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So if you want pizza, you don't take your kids to a Chinese buffet. Yeah, that's true. My point I'm trying to say is, all these restaurants that try to do new things, it never fucking tastes good. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
It never works.
Like Taco Bell did some shit like that before. I can't even think of nothing, but you know, McDonald's does some shit.
Oh, the fries, the breakfast and the fries. Fuck that shit. Taco Bell to go to hell with that one.
Yeah, the fries.
The fries. That shit sucks.
See, people like you are the reason why Taco Bell tried to make Taco Bell fries, and it didn't work. It didn't work. Can you stop telling motherfuckers to do shit that they don't do? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, spaghetti.
Get your fries from Whataburger, not from Taco Bell.
Spaghetti plug.
Hey, have you seen that? Like they use like a different type of noodle, but it's basically a spaghetti lasagna. It's pretty tight.
Oh, my kinfolk Teasy hit me up and told me, I don't know if it's the same thing you're talking about, but he said, man, you should put your spaghetti in a fucking oven. Yeah, like lasagna style.
Exactly.
Baked spaghetti.
And that shit will taste good. And I'm like, man, I don't even know if I got time for that shit.
Yeah, but it might be easier. I got a system in my head.
Baked spaghetti is fire, bro.
I mean, I would have to spread that shit out too, right? Yeah. Like really fuck out.
You get those like banana boat, like when you make the banana breads. And you can make individual ones like that, bro.
My life is already hard.
Yeah, for sure.
My life is already
You trying
hard.
to complicate that
I'm gonna just keep boiling.
I could train you to do
I'm
it.
gonna
You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna just boil them. I'm gonna just boil them motherfuckers.
Already, let's pick back up on the Kill Tony shit. Let's pick back up. How many times had you gone up there before you actually got your name drawn or picked or however that works?
Okay, so I went up twice. I made it on twice, but it took me a year to get the first. Here's the thing about Kill Tony, the Kill Tony show. You fucking it's like 300 of us from across America and the world. Like I met Australian fucking people coming over, shit
Austin,
like that.
Texas, people from everywhere.
Yeah. No, I'm saying people flew in that day. Like Australian people flew in that day to try to get on the show because the show was that big, and fucking
with no guarantee.
Yeah, with no guarantee. Put your name in the fucking write your name on the list. Put it in a bucket, and 6 of us get pulled out. And you got to keep just going every Monday until you finally get your name pulled out. So the universe chooses when
you have to put your name in the bucket every Monday.
Yeah, when the fuck you go. So I went the first 8 times. Right when they moved to the comedy mothership, Joe Rogan's club. Right when they moved there, I went the first day, and then I went 8 times in a row, 8 weeks in a row, and then like. Kind of gave up on life, and then like, so that's 8 weeks. So fast forward a year later, they had this fucking special thing where they were gonna do 2 shows in one day for 4 days straight, and that's when I was like, well, I'll drive for that shit. And that was a year later, so I drove for that shit. I was like, I'll fucking drive for 4 days in a row,
Are
2 times.
Are they giving you a stipend?
Huh?
Are they giving?
No, this is not even a guarantee you're getting
This
your
is a
name.
chance.
No, you just got more chances. So that was when
this turns into 8 shows in 4 days.
That's when when I got pulled. I knew I was gonna get pulled. I was like, man, it's 8 times. I'm getting pulled. You know what I'm saying? I felt it in me.
I'm out there.
Yeah. So it was I think it was the 3rd time. Yeah, it was the third show in a row that I got pulled out of. I finally made it on that bitch. And then I got pulled like a month later again.
That's crazy.
And your homeboys with Drew Nickens, right?
Oh yeah,
that's your homeboy, right?
Drew Nickens is he's a regular on the show, and I known him from we homies because everybody in Texas Battle League, we all homies. Whenever we see each other,
sure.
It feels like we brothers that haven't seen each other in a while. You know, Mr. Fitness Gutter, J Red. Japanese Jesus, Dub 6, you know, whenever Stats, Waters, whenever we run fucking G-Jet, when we run into each other, it's like we never left, you know what I'm saying? And Drew Nickens, he was like the tryout battler of the league. He never really like kind of
I do remember that.
He never really made it to like a made it on.
Yeah,
but
he was always on the.
But he kept on coming to try to get matches.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? To try to get, and he would talk shit to bigger battlers, and I think he ended up almost getting. Well, he did get one with the other Stats dude, right? Stats G, yeah. See, that was a big opportunity for him. Yeah, but Drew had. Yeah, but Drew Nickens though he had to like. Even to get him as an opponent was a big deal because, you know what I'm saying, that wasn't gonna happen unless Drew just talked his shit. And he's good. He hustled his way into getting that match. He talked that shit and like and Stats G had to be like, well, shit, I guess we got a battle.
Yeah, man.
And so anyway, he was that dude, right? Just nobody really thought anything was going to happen for him in the entertainment business, right? And then fucking fast forward 10 years later, this motherfucker becomes a regular on Kill Tony show.
He's
the biggest comedy podcast in the world.
He holds a record at Kill Tony.
And when that happened,
most sets in one show.
Damn.
That motherfucker went up 8 times the first time he went up. I think it was like maybe 6. 8 might be too much.
So whenever he fucking made it on as a regular, I was like, man, I was like so proud. I was so proud of him because I knew how the fuck TBL treated him.
And he talks about you being on the show too. He's like, I'm my homie Michael White.
Yeah, because I used to, battlers used to do this for each other. Like we ended up in each other's city. Like you come sleep on the couch. Yeah. So I ended up in San Antonio for a rap battle, and he lived there. And I was like, all right, I'm gonna sleep on your couch. And he invited me over or whatever. And he told that story on the show, and that was cool.
Yeah,
that was a good look for me.
Yeah, that's mad ill.
That's what's up. You got one of your homies up there. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
Are you going back?
I actually went. What's today? Tuesday. Yeah. I actually went yesterday because Sunday the slap happened. Right, and then they talk about pressing charges. My ass drove to Austin because I was like, well, tomorrow Monday anyway. You know what I'm saying?
I was like, I'm on the run.
I was like, tomorrow Monday anyway. I think I have a warrant. These cops might show up at my house. So let me try to get on this Kill Tony show one more time. So I just drove to Austin, bro.
He said, one more time, let me get on Kill Tony.
Before I go to jail.
He took Bonnie and Clyde to Austin.
For that slap.
Yeah, shit. This dude said, I just want to get on Kill Tony one more time before they lock me up.
I just had this feeling that law was going to show. I was like, man, hell no, I'm going to the show. I'm going to the show.
Did you get on?
I didn't get my name called. Y'all would know. It takes a lot of tries. You got to keep going every Monday.
What do you feel about like the outcry of love? Because I saw a bunch of people that were basically saying, "I got your bond money. If you get locked up, I'll bond you out." Like, how do you feel about like that type of love?
Oh yeah, shout out to Bloody Lou, man. He was the first one to make a poll. He like, man,
like couple of them though. I saw Bloody Lou, so shout out Bloody Lou.
And shout out to El Vago, my boy Alex. He said he got me if I go in. He's like, man, you already know I got you. He was proud of me too for standing up for myself. You know what I'm saying? Like they actually mad at him. This is how Cartman these motherfuckers is. Back to Cartman. George and them, they mad at El Vago for still being my friend after what happened. Come on, man. Like, bro, that's how Cartman they are. Like they don't realize, like, yo, you deserved it.
They're mad at you for getting picked on by somebody and being fed up with it, so you ended up having to slap somebody. Like, I mean,
he's saying that
they trying to make my family, my El Vago family, they trying to turn them against me.
Yeah, like that's what I'm saying.
And they mad at them for not being mad at me.
Right.
for what?
I think that's more sillier than a bunch of dudes gossiping on a podcast. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I love gossiping on a podcast.
Is that what they said?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
the secret show.
The second time I made on Kill Tony, he invited me to the secret show. That's a big deal.
Red Band.
Because these are the things you want to hear. You're invited to the secret show. You can be you're a new regular, and you're gonna be a golden ticket. Golden ticket is like you get to schedule when to go on instead of put your name in the bucket. Regular means you go on every day. You know what I'm saying? Every Monday.
Without putting your name in the bucket too?
Yeah.
Right.
Put your name
but
in
a golden ticket, you could, I want to go this day.
You got to schedule. You got to be like, hey, is this available for me to show up on this day? It's almost like a bucket, but like you get to know.
Now, do they throw them cash? Like if you're a regular and golden ticket?
I don't even know how much they get paid.
I know they be making some money off of it though.
They probably do. Yeah.
Their shows be selling out. Like, I mean, they just keep working on it.
They probably pay the regulars. I'm sure they pay the regulars. But besides that, the regulars the regulars get paid a lot of money from the big show they get booked for being regulars. You know what I'm saying? They probably get Friday movie money, but it's some
Friday movie money.
Friday like
I'll
five.
Take it.
Like, you know what I'm saying? You know Friday.
I'll take it, man. For real.
Yeah.
That's ill as fuck. Ooh. I'm high as fucking.
Me too, dog. Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, man, shout out to everybody that talked about bailing me out. There was actually more than two. It was more than Alex and Bloody Lou that told me that. A lot of people told me that, man. Man, I really appreciate it. And I probably won't remember all y'all's phone numbers if I end up in that bitch. Oh, yeah, Matthew? Yeah. Yeah, shout out to Matt.
Someone said...
he said some real shit, too.
Shout out to Matt, man.
He said some real shit. He said, He said Michael White been picked on all his fucking life.
Come on.
And the moment he slaps somebody, you got to call the cops.
Yeah. Well, see, I had commented something like, you know what I'm saying? That's kind of lame. You called the cops after picking on a dude, and you know you didn't handle your business, and he replied to it and was like, "Oh, that's not how it went down. Somebody else called the cops."
Nah, look.
Yeah.
And here's the
His
thing.
wife?
Here's the thing. He didn't even have to fight back to be a man. He could have apologized.
Yeah.
That would have been just as much as being a man as fighting back.
Super
Either
facts.
fight back or apologize.
Super
Like, you know what? I deserve that. Man, you know what? Shit, I didn't even know you was going to get that. Man, I need to stop fucking with you like that, bro. I get it. I'm not going to fucking disrespect your restaurant. That's your livelihood. I understand that shit. Like, that's real motherfucking talk. That's what you supposed to say.
I mean, I agree, man.
How is that not real?
I agree 1,000%.
I'm in the twilight zone.
I agree 1,000%. But niggas ain't real like that no more, man. Them days gone, bro.
Yeah, cause the pride and ego get in the way.
I
So.
promise.
You don't like the green ones?
Oh, you want the green one?
Nah, you don't like the green ones?
Well, I like the green ones. But,
You just put the green one in the ash like that.
but the green, sometimes I'm not in the mood for it.
Don't do it.
But I do not like the orange.
You don't like orange?
Never like the orange.
Someone said, "What is your end game goal with going on Kill Tony?
Man, really, it just
Being a regular, getting a golden ticket."
whatever the universe decides for me.
Yeah.
And I got a big joke book
You
that
got
day.
yeah.
From
you
Kill Tony.
yeah,
right?
when you get a big joke book from Tony Hinchcliffe,
I should
that means you did your thing. Like
And he
you
give you
did
props.
what a comedian's supposed to do pretty much. Like you were good. Yeah. And if you weren't that good, you get a little book. If you were horrible, you don't get no book. So there's levels.
Yeah, there's levels of sucking and doing good. Mm-hmm. You can get a good book by having a good interview with a shitty set.
That's crazy.
I've seen that before.
So my end game really is just like whatever the universe decides. You know what I'm saying? I can't really I'm gonna be grateful for what I got right now because I mean shit, everything's meant to be. Like maybe it's not meant for me to be too fucking famous. Maybe I'm supposed to be just a little bit famous. Cause I mean, look what's happening to me right now. I'm not even fucking rich yet, and I got rich people problems.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
He said, "I'm not even."
Yeah.
Nah, bro. Like,
So, like-
you're very popular. You just like
Yeah.
You ain't rich famous.
Yeah,
you're just famous.
I'm like
You ain't rich yet.
I'm just like fucking. My pockets ain't famous.
Yeah.
Is there a limit
Hey,
to the spaghetti place?
I feel that.
What if-
23.
How,
They're now 23 plates. That's
what
my
if you get
that's my
fucking
limit.
50 people hitting you up fucking
Oh,
Thursday
yeah.
for
Hey,
spaghetti?
what up
Being
with
that
that? Yeah.
people done seen this video.
Half them
because I already got
motherfuckers-
people messaging me telling me that they want spaghetti plates.
Half the motherfuckers gonna have to wait till Saturday. If it's 50 motherfuckers hit me up on Friday, half of that
No,
50.
50 people hit. Let's say today's what, Tuesday. 50 people hit you up on Wednesday. Let's say you're doing some on Thursday. 50 people hit you up on Wednesday.
What you need is somebody.
No,
with
you know
a
what?
gas stove.
You know what somebody just did, man, and I appreciate you. I'll shout you out if I can run into it quick enough. This lady,
What about catering, bro? Like, have you ever thought about like
I've done
doing- Yeah, like I'm saying, like
this lady just sent me.
100 of them hoes.
This lady just sent me money for 3 plates, $35 because it's 10 a plate, $5 delivery fee.
Church.
And she said, man, I don't know which Facebook I was in. And she said, this is for next week. I said, don't stress me out. I said, which one's your name on Cash App so I can send it back to you? You're not gonna stress me out today.
Like,
And she said, oh, go ahead and keep it. I'll just order again the next week on the day I'm able to. I mean, on that day that I come back to Corpus or whatever. And I was like, man, thank you. That's the best tip I ever had.
That's what's up.
You know, I deserve a tip, man. That's the biggest tip.
I'm surprised people don't tip you.
Oh, they do.
Okay.
I've gotten. Man, I might have gotten.
Nigga trying to throw you some weed and shit.
That was when.
That's me. That's how I tip.
That was-
Hey, yo, here's some of this.
That was when I was selling CDs. I would sell CD, a motherfucker would give me $10 in a weed bag. I'm like, hey, I don't smoke.
Hell no. That's why you turn around and sell that.
That's why I don't. That's why I sell CDs.
These folks crazy.
I didn't sell drugs. I didn't sell dope growing up. I wanted to be an honest earner, and
Slap was on.
I wanted to fucking so like I was like Like so before I was old enough to get a job, I wanted a job. At 15, you didn't really get hired until you're 16. So I was 15, pressing up CDs with like 4 songs. What I mean by pressing up, at 15, I was burning them hoes.
Yeah, no, I know what you're talking about. I got one of them highlighter CDs in high school. Trust me.
No, it's his music.
No, it's my music. Oh, the fucking.
He was selling his own music.
So I would write my name on it, and then I would fuck it up.
I'm surprised you never sold any of that clean spray.
I would sell. It would be in the little paper thing that it came in.
Yeah,
and then I would hit the. I knew the bus routes because I was. I started learning the bus routes at 13 when I started going.
A lot of people could say that.
When I started going to the skating rink to freestyle every Friday. I would spend the night with somebody every Friday. Somebody from the hood or whatever. I would hang out with them and spend the night. Oh, shout out to my boy Steveland, man. I met Way Out Records when I was 13.
Oh shit!
I met
MC West.
Yeah, MC West and all them was in the kitchen. I was on the yeah. Lamont, his son is Steveland.
Oh, really?
And me and him came back from City Skates to his house. That's what I do. I spend the night at everybody's house, and I was one of them.
So we got that one-on-one.
I met that's when I met all the OG rappers, and I remember seeing Four Corner Hustler poster on his wall, and I just like. Man, that was just a time, you know what I'm saying, in Corpus. And that's when I was just inspired. Like, man, I want to be that shit. That's what I want to be, man. And I'm finally there. I'm finally a Four Corner Hustler poster. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
I finally made it to that. You know what I'm saying?
Whatever happened to the Four Corner Hustlers? Y'all never gave me the...
They kind of did their own thing. R.I.P. Pimp Time.
Yeah, they're still kind of like the ones that are... They're kind of still active. Shout out to Ice, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Smoke.
Yeah, Ice got his own store.
You hear of them all the time. You probably just ain't put it together, honestly. That's probably what it was. Yeah.
Yeah, Ice got a store at the Trade Center. He sell them. He sell the hip hop. He has a hip hop store.
What was the other one? What was his name? Too low. Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway,
like the orange ones.
So, anyways. During that time, I was learning bus routes because afterwards I would start taking the bus and shit back. You know what I'm saying? So I started learning the bus routes. So by 15, I was really. I sold my first CD at 14, but that was only at City Skates in the mall. I was walking around City Skates selling. I had one song that I recorded at Q Productions, which is Selena's Quintanillo.
So if they didn't catch you at City Skates or the mall, you didn't get that motherfucker.
Yeah. So yeah, I was 14. I recorded Selena Quintanilla's studio, Q Productions, the family, where the museum is.
Yeah, hell yeah, damn, that's what's up.
I didn't know.
And
I didn't know it was Selena's fucking studio.
You just hustled up the money to go over there, or what?
Yeah,
that's legendary.
It said Q Productions in the phone book.
No, you gotta tell this story. We ain't just finna skip through this shit.
We gonna add it all in there. It said I was looking through the phone book. Looking for a studio and shit. I see Q Productions. And Q just sounds like some hip hop shit. I'm like, oh shit, Q Productions.
A couple niggas.
Hey, yo, Q.
I know a nigga named Q right now.
Hey, Q.
Like three
so
Q on the beat.
I call him up. I call him up, and I think I met the daddy and the brother.
The daddy
and didn't know it until because I didn't know until I was fucking 10 years later when somebody told me that's Selena's studio. You know what I'm saying? I'm like 20 or something, and they're like, "Oh, Selena's." I was like, "Oh," and then I started going back to the studio to remember everybody in there. I was like. That was her dad. That was her brother. I'm starting to look at where I was at. 10 years later. I yo, I met the motherfuckers.
Hey, but you was just young adolescent, though, the world was your oyster.
Yeah, so
No idea.
So I recorded my first song there, and then it was on a blank CD, one song, and that's when I was hitting fucking City Skates from Friday selling them. It was $1 a CD, which is really good because selling a blank CD for $1 is a lot of fucking money. Because it's like what it was like $20 for 100.
Spindle.
So if you sell $1 each, you making some money, and we making $100, and then the 20 out of for the re-up. So City Skates in the mall. Hitting them hoes, and at the mall they remember me from City Skates from rapping, so they're like, oh shit, let me get this. Like everybody my age was excited to buy a CD. Like And like they'd be with their parents too, like, Mom, he raps at the skating rink. Let's buy his CD. You know what I'm saying? And we the same age, and they acting like little kids. You know what I'm saying?
You was like a hood Aaron Carter.
And, so by 15 is that's when I started really hitting the fucking street. That was 14, but 15 I started really hitting the street. I knew the bus routes, and I was in every. I had this time it was 5 songs, and I was selling them I think $3. Yeah, it was $3 for 5 songs, and that was a lot of fucking $3 that I made a day. It was pretty much like a job because I wanted a job. I was like, man, this is the only thing I can do. You know what I'm saying? So that became my hustle. And then I fucking
y'all do that shit down here. I ain't grow up seeing that shit, bro.
Selling CDs and shit.
Where you from?
Cali.
Oh, okay, yeah, man. Texas, it was like really not. Because there's a lot of love in Texas.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I think there was just this mentality where, like, when Switch the House and SUC was popping, a lot of people respected local artists because of them. Because they were local artists.
Yeah.
To us, you know, nobody else knew who Switch the House, SUC was.
And you couldn't go to fucking FYE, which back in the day was disc jockey, or go to fucking Camelot
Sam
Music.
Sam Goody.
This shit was only purchasable, I don't know if that's a word,
at
fucking the Trade Center or the Bomb Records. You know what I'm saying?
The Bomb Records, bro.
Straight up. Shout out DJ Joe.
So everybody kind of already had this mentality, like, oh, let me buy that new shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna buy that new mixtape. You know, oh shit, okay, all right. He got the freestyle. It's a freestyle mixtape. Okay,
If nigga know you freestyled on that hoe,
don't even really know. Like, yeah. You just had a mixtape where you rapping on other songs. Like, people just love that shit.
Yeah.
So they just respect. They looked at you kind of like you was a SUC dude. Like, if you just. You know, they knew how they were blowing up.
You down with the culture. You down with the flavor shit.
Motherfuckers saw how they was blowing up without a record deal. So when they would see other Texas boys out here like, hey, yo, check me out. This my new CD, man. I'm a local artist. You know, I'm talking about trying to make it one time. Yeah. You know, like, it's $10, man. I'll spit a rhyme for you before you buy it too. You know what I'm saying? And
hell yeah.
So when you buy it. So when you coming at people like that, they looking at you like, oh man, it's gonna be like another. This artist gonna blow just like they did, cause they just look at it like that's how easy it is. As long as you one of them people that's really on your shit, they would want me to sign it and everything. I'm pretty sure like Cali or New York, they didn't like that shit.
It's just different. You know what I'm saying? It's just different.
So you can actually motherfuckers was able to make that a full-time job in Texas, bro. To sell CDs.
Selling CDs.
The closest thing you're gonna get to that in Cali form is probably like Oakland and Too Short and Out the Trunk and songs. You know what I'm saying? Like Too Short was like probably the closest you're gonna get.
Shit.
Some that type shit. Yeah, exactly.
Out in the back.
Some at the sideshow.
Exactly.
And I'm making one of these seasons when I wasn't known. You know what I'm saying?
Going to Cafe Middle School, huh?
Yeah. And I wasn't fucking known. I went to like from the beginning. I went to like 3 elementary schools a year.
What high school you go to?
I went to. Let me start from the beginning.
Okay, run your shit.
Let me run to the beginning.
Let him cook.
The black stick.
Let me run it to the beginning. So
we got time.
So you can because usually when you tell somebody like, oh, I went to this school, they just automatically think, oh, okay, so you grew up here, you were raised here, and you went there, and that's the kind of person you are. You had that kind of personality. See, so I have to like start from the beginning, so you know, like I'm different than what you would think this is. You know what I'm saying? So, when I was 5, I was born in Florida, Pensacola. Roy Jones, you know what I'm talking about?
Roy Jones.
Right next door, not
sparring partner.
So, and then by the time I was 5 years old, my mom took me away from my father and moved me to Texas. Moved me to Corpus because her mom was here, and that was the only person from her family that she knew. Everybody else, we just knew his family, my dad. So she took me away from, and we no longer had that. We cut off from that now. She took me away from him. She said that he was abusive or something. You know what I'm talking about? And
so she like to this day,
I still don't know who my dad is. I still don't know who my dad is. I mean, I know who my dad is. I don't know where he is, because I still remember like hanging out with him at 5 years old and shit. I still, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, that's the last interaction.
Yeah, I remember being taken away from him at the store at a gas station. I see the trees right here, and this is like maybe a 7-Eleven or whatever the fuck it was.
Here in Corpus?
No, this was in Florida.
Okay, this is in
Before
Florida, okay.
this was right when in the making of taking me to Corpus.
Okay, I got
So
you.
she grabs me. I ain't playing around the fucking gas pump. He's pumping gas. She grabs me. She come out of fucking nowhere. I see her running because we were living with a lady. We were living with this black lady and her son. Her son was my age, so we were like best friends and shit.
Really?
And so she was running from that house. I guess we were close.
So they were together at this point. Your mom and dad. Is that what you're saying?
I don't know. They were.
Because how does she end up at the gas? How do y'all? End
I
up?
don't know how she knew where. Cause there was no cell phones or none of that
so
shit.
Were you living with?
I
your
think
dad?
she was. I think she was walking. I think she was at the state. I think she was just at the same store. No, oh yeah, because back and forth, I would be with my dad, and then like I would be with my mom for a few weeks, and I'd be with my dad for a few weeks.
Sure, hurt
And
my
I still
ass.
remember that, right?
Okay, already.
So I guess I was on. It was his turn to have me. I'm with him.
No diddy.
And she comes out of it like. This was like the day. This was like it wasn't time to pick me up yet. It hasn't been too. It's been maybe.
It wasn't time to pick me up yet.
It was like. It was,
I know how all that shit
Mom,
goes.
I've been here an hour.
No, she thought like some days. She ain't talking about no hours. She talking about some days.
Yeah,
earlier, probably shit.
so I didn't get the full
Whole week early.
I didn't get the full visit with him. So when she came to grab me, I knew something was wrong because it wasn't my time to go yet.
Oh, okay.
And so when she grabbed me, she picked me up and started running from him. I was crying my ass off because I knew what it was. I knew what was going on. And then
How old are you around this time?
I'm 5.
Damn it.
And my dad, he's screaming, "Give me back my son! Give me back my son! Come on!" Like he said that about like I remember him saying that like 3 or 4 times. Like, I remember me screaming at her, crying like she's holding me while she's running. I was like, "Can I go back and give him a hug?" She's like, "No," and I was like, "Can I give him a handshake?" And she's like, "No." I was like,
Handshake.
Can I go back and give him a kiss? She's like, "No." I said, "Can I just go back and say bye?" No. Like I'm trying to think of these things that I'm a kid, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what the fuck. You know, I'm thinking like maybe one of those is gonna let me go back, you know what I mean? And I'm crying my ass off, and that's boom. Flash forward to I see the Harbor Bridge lights. That's the memory I have. I'm taken away from my dad, and then boom, fade into the Harbor Bridge lights were coming into Corpus Christi.
Y'all drove from Pensacola to Corpus?
Fucking move.
Yeah. And she didn't
Ass was asleep.
and she didn't have the money to move. She was one of
On the
those
bridge.
she was one of them type of people that like
We'll figure it out when we get there.
yeah, she was one of them type of people like she wasn't gonna stay in an abusive relationship no matter how broke she was.
Right. We're not doing that.
She's not one of the for the kids. She's not one of those people. You know what I'm saying? At that time she wasn't, you know what I'm saying?
I'm gone.
So
So gone.
yeah. So but I think that's more healthier I mean if you both
For everybody.
if it needs to happen
For
you know what I'm saying?
everybody.
I mean, they could have still made it to where I could fucking keep in touch with him. That's the one thing.
Have
She
you
did
tried-
she
have you
did
tried
say
to
that
reach out?
she did say that he didn't really care to. So I guess I'm gonna go with that. But anyways, yeah, I tried. My fans helped me try to look for him
for
too
shit.
on Facebook.
No
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah, one of them actually found the divorce record of him. He married a new wife and then divorced. Go figure, right?
Oh shit.
And that's the only thing. I seen a PO box. I wrote it, never got nothing back. But maybe it's not the same box. Maybe
Right.
maybe he doesn't check it.
Did
But
you
I did
know
say.
what his name is,
But I did say yeah. It's John Michael White. It's my name, Michael White.
Oh, but with the John.
Yeah, with a John in it.
You just Michael
Hey
White.
man, if you out there, reach out.
So
And if you know somebody that
we
knows
already did
somebody
that.
that knows
He
that
said,
nigga,
"No, we already did that."
reach out again.
we tried that like 5 years ago, 10 years ago.
Trying again 5 years later. Maybe he was in prison. Maybe he out now.
You know what I'm saying?
So check it. So I cross into Corpus Christi, and we meet up with my grandma, and her mom. I hate her because I don't know her. You know, who's this lady picking me up like, "Oh, look, my son." And I'm like, "Man, get off me." Like I remember hating her for like so fucking long. Like, and I think it had more to do with I just got took from my daddy. You know what I'm saying?
No, I didn't.
And yeah, it had to do with me just getting taken away from my daddy. Now I got to meet this new person that's supposed to be my grandma. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just like pissed off. And so what's it
A lot
called?
to deal with.
So my first school was Coles Elementary. My grandma lived in that area, in the the district of Coles Elementary around the North Side area, and I still remember. I remember far back as like 4 or 5. I don't smoke or drink, so like I'm gonna have like a lot of fucking shit on my mind from growing up. So I got. it makes me feel like a fucking freak whenever I remember these memories.
Yeah, I still remember a lot of shit, and I chief.
So Coles was my first elementary, and I remember I loved it. It was peaceful. You know what I'm saying? It was like, being around black folks in Texas is a little different. You know what I'm saying? Like
it's different.
Yeah. So
it's different, bro. It's different. Yeah. And when I say different, I mean in the greatest way possible. Not like different, like weird, like different, like bro, what? Like
not
oh no shit, like
they show love.
Okay, like I didn't even know. Like
I think Cali and Cali, New York would have been harder for me growing up around black people.
Yeah,
but Texas growing up around black people is kind of. I mean, we all Southern. We like the same people. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I understand that more than you know.
So I remember I did get picked on by the essays. Those are the ones that beat me up the most.
He said I got picked on.
You ever hear them? You hear them white people stories of white people growing up in the hood, and it's always the black people that beat them up. Well, in my situation, I'm from Corpus Christi. It wasn't the black people that beat me up. It was the Mexicans. But my best friends are Mexican and black. I don't even, you know what I'm saying? My only friends was Mexican and black. I didn't really have any white friends. Shit, when I was in Florida, the lady's son was black. Like that was my best friend. Like it was always an accident when I ended up being friends with a black dude. Like it was never like I tried to go. This is what I want my crew to be. It just happened like that. You know
I promise you, it was destiny.
Yeah.
he got more black credit.
But yeah, so I grew up with Mexicans. Since I'm from Corpus, I grew up with Mexicans and black people. And because they showed me love the most, even though like my biggest bullies were the Mexicans, most of my friends were Mexicans. So it was like I have friends who are Mexican, but then I have enemies who are Mexican. You know what I'm saying? See, even Mexicans have enemies who are Mexican. Like when you go to prison, it's like they got more Mexican gangs than the other gangs because they all like every.
Trust me, I get it.
Yeah, so it naturally that's gonna happen. That was gonna happen for me. You know what I'm saying? So right. So going back to this, I'm at Coles Elementary. It's nothing but black folks.
Right.
My mom gets worried, so she checks me into Minger Elementary after that, and this is still
that?
Minger is like on Santa Fe, right?
Santa Fe.
Minger Elementary, right there, Santa Fe.
I've never heard that fucking name out of all the years I've been here.
I went to 3 elementaries a year.
Back by like Texan and shit.
Yeah, by Texan. So by Ray and shit.
Yeah, okay.
So my mom checks me out of Coles, and I'm like, man, I like it here because it was fun. I remember laughing and having fun because everybody funny and shit.
Right.
And it was just relaxed, laid back. Like the hood is just laid back. You know what I'm saying?
Be yourself.
Even though the hood is crazy, it's still. I mean, the movie Friday, it has those moments. You know what I'm saying? Look at the movie Friday. It ain't always Boys in the Hood. Sometimes it's Friday. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But so I remember her checking me out after a while, maybe some months or so, and I was pissed off. I was like, "What are you doing?" And she's like, that's not how I talked. I don't know how I said it, but I didn't say, "What is you doing?" I said, "I'm 5. Keep in mind." So whatever. However, I don't remember. So I said, man, I like it here. You know what I mean? It's really good school. And she's but you're the only white person here. And I'm checking you into Minger. There's more of more diverse, and because there's also white people there. So I want you to be where there's also white people. And so Minger was like, Mexican, white, and black. You know what I'm saying? I had all of us, and which was worse. so I remember there was this essay who was supposed to be in 3rd grade, and he in my class, my 1st grade class, right? He the tallest one, the most popular one. He got the bald fade, Mexican, player, like the player Texan Mexican, right?
Yeah.
And everybody worship the teacher, worship him. You know what I'm saying? Like
even the teacher.
Yeah, cause he been there 3 years. You know what I'm saying?
So Lupe, love.
So I'm good, right? except this motherfucker got to be my bully.
Wow.
So when the teacher's not around, this motherfucker beating the fuck out of me, bro. And then I
Doing
remember
them side shots.
And I remember like after a while, I was like, I can't really handle getting beat up all the fucking time. So I think like the fourth time I told the teacher, I was like, can you tell him to stop beating me up?
Yeah.
And she was like, bro, I remember the teacher was like, he would never do that.
Damn.
I'm like, who the fuck do I go to?
I'm telling you doing that shit.
And I tell my mom, right? So we come to the school together one day where it's just us having a conference in the table. And I can see the teacher just mad at me for telling my mom. And she was telling my mom, say, "Oh, I didn't know that was happening." And so yeah, I was so and then, you know, when like everywhere that, you know, every school that had essays, man, I'll get them beat the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? So she checked out of the black school because she thought the black people were gonna fuck me up. But it was amazing.
And
but
put
then
you in there with the wolves and shit.
Yeah. So but then so I went to 3 elementary schools a year because we moved around a lot. We didn't have but like I said though, you know, my best friends my only friends growing up were Mexican and black. You know what I'm saying? It's just I'm in a Mexican city.
Yeah.
So like it's not like I don't even think it wasn't really even too much of a race thing, I don't think. I think it was more of a new kid thing.
Yeah.
And
that weird new kid or what?
but being also white kind of helped.
My parents told me that. Hey,
I think like when you're new and white, you know what I'm saying, and I'm in a I won't call them minorities because I'm the minority in this city, but but in a minority class around the minority, you know, I'm the minority around minorities, and and the teacher, you know, I remember the kids used to always laugh when the teacher would say my name, like, because it would really just be Hispanic and a few black people at these schools in Corpus. Right. You know what I'm saying? Unless you like, you know, the West. Oh, so you'll get, or the, you know what I'm saying? The West Side, North Side, but yeah. So, but I went to but like, you know, past that, you getting everybody. You know what I'm saying? You getting everybody, and I remember, so yeah, like the teacher would be like, Michael, like Carlo Garcia, Hector Hernandez here, Jessica Rodriguez here, Michael White. Everybody would laugh. As soon as she said white, everybody was like, Michael White. His fucking last name's White.
Hell yeah. The white dude's last name's White.
Bro, I'm not making this up just to make a fun story. Like, I swear to God, bro, that this was a fucking punchline to these kids. Certain schools, not all of them, but I remember. I don't remember every school but I remember the classroom just lighting up as soon as she said white. Because sometimes she would do roll call with just last names: Rodriguez, Garcia, Hernandez, White.
Damn.
That's what they would really roll. That's what they would really roll, and she would get on to them like, "Calm down, everyone."
I had the same shit.
I had the same shit too. Boston,
yeah. Broccoli. Where's the cheese? Fuck out of here, bully.
And
Bully.
All right, so fast. So the reason I'm going to all these schools now is because we didn't have nowhere to live. We were kind of house hopping. You know what I'm saying? She was working at a gentleman's club. And to pay for babysitters, pay for taxi cabs to school. We didn't, because I don't know. After a while, she didn't have a car, so I was having to take taxi cabs after a while to fucking school. I fucking hated it. Back in the day, it was embarrassing. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's why nowadays, like, I glorify being broke. You know what I'm saying? I make it a cool thing. I'm like, fuck it, man. This got to happen. This is how I gotta live. I'm gonna make the best of it.
Yeah, I'm gonna make it as player as possible.
I'm not gonna be like I was back in the day. Like, oh my God, they're gonna see me get out of the taxi cab. Oh fuck.
Shit.
Like now I walk around screaming like I'm broke. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just cool. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But do you want this? All right, so
ate all of those.
So
should have said yes.
So she's doing that. She working her ass off. Never really seeing her. Cause she's always trying to make money to make sure we straight, and And I pretty much grew up with the babysitters. You know what I'm saying? My main babysitter was in the West Side,
You ever see a
Molina,
babysitter titty?
on Molina Street, and my other main babysitter was on Treyway, the Golfway Manor apartments. And this is in the 90s when it was really the hood. You know what I'm saying? Not like it is when you say Golfway. Like, man, I used to get babysitted at Golfway, and like you tell like a Gen Z that. You know what I'm saying? They're going to be like, well, there's nothing going on at Golfway. You're not cool. Like, nah, in the 97, if you was a kid in the Golfway.
It was going down.
It was being a kid, getting off the bus, the school bus, and having to get off at Golfway, man, it was like scary for me. You know what I'm saying? So, like, because I remember getting picked on over there for being white, too. You know what I'm saying? They didn't really have white people around 97. And
Should have just told them you were Spaniard. You know what I'm
the white gives it away, the last name.
Oh, nah. You right.
But anyway, so I was always
my last name's gonna fuck me no matter what.
my main locations after school is Treyway or West Side. You know what I'm saying? So that's where I'm kind of like going back and forth. I had like other little like random babysitters every now and then, but this was my main family babysitter. You know what I'm saying? Like, I see today we family. You know what I'm talking about? But while that was happening, we house hopping. You know what I'm saying? I pretty much live with the babysitters, but other than that, we house. There's always a different couch. I remember I got us kicked out of her boyfriend's house because I was too hyper. Yeah,
kicked out of your mama.
we came back from putt golf.
He was knocking all over his
It was his house or his mama's house?
I don't know. I don't know if it was
front
his
flips
house.
on the couch and all that shit.
Yeah, shit like that.
Oh God.
And you know, with the towel cape.
Oh, man,
And
towel cake.
yeah, the towel cape. And then we came back from putt golf one time. I don't know if I was 6 or 7, something like that. Had it been maybe 7, I must have been 7. We came back and all our stuff was on the front yard, and
yeah, I've been there.
and she got on to me. She's like, "You see what the hell you did? Yo, that's why you need to be on your Ritalin, like, cause she'll let me be off my Ritalin. You know what I'm saying? But then, like, whenever I fuck up, that's what she'll always like.
Yeah, you need to get back on that shit.
We're gonna keep getting kicked out. But so and everywhere we stayed at, if there was boys there and the parents wasn't there, I got beat the fuck up. These are the other if I wasn't getting beat up by essays at school, I'm getting beat up by essays at the house I live with them at. You know what I'm saying? They would beat the fuck, and they would always be older. God always had to give me the older ones. You know what I'm saying? And I never snitched too. Like, it was like really rare for me to tell when I got beat the fuck up as a kid. Like, I remember this rare time that I told that I got beat up was because it was very noticeable, and I think I needed hospital attention because I was 3rd grade. I was in 3rd grade, and the babysitter's son, another one of them random babysitters, another one. The babysitter's son punched the fuck out of my well, he used to beat me up all the time, right? And nothing really happened. Just whatever. Take my ass whooping. Hurry up, get it over with. Right. He was in I was in 3rd grade. He was in 5th grade. Yeah. He was in 5th grade. I was in 3rd. And one day he punched off. I still have the red dot. I don't know if you see the red dot.
Yeah, I see it right there.
I still have the red dot on my eye. So he punched it used to be bigger. He punched the fuck out of my eye one time, and I looked like Mr. Miyagi the next day. You know how he squints his eye?
Yeah.
And I wasn't squinting it with my muscle, like it was squinting by itself. And I could still see because it wasn't shut all the way.
Already.
And I didn't look in the mirror yet, so I didn't know what I looked like when I went to school. I remember going to school. I walked in class, and this was Custoris Elementary. Yeah, all right. So I'm at Custoris now. The Custoris Elementary. I walk in, 3rd grade. I was at Blanchmore and Custoris in 3rd grade, and then Smith. Like it was always like 3 a fucking year, and
that's crazy.
So I walk in school. This is Custoris, and everybody started laughing their ass off at me. I'm like, I'm confused. I'm like, and then I just see kids going like just like doing what I'm doing. Like, how is he doing that? Because I'm doing it without squinting.
Right.
My cheeks. Like, I'm without doing that. It's just like that. He's like, how is he doing it? And I'm like, and then the teacher walks up. She's like, what happened? I said, what are y'all talking about? And then she said, go to the bathroom, look in the mirror. And I was like, holy fuck. There's a big-ass red blood vessel popping out. And then my eye is slanted. And that's when I was like, that was like the one time I fucking snitched. I was like, yeah, I'm in third grade.
Lose my eyeball.
And I usually don't tell when people beat me up. I usually just whatever. But when my mom when I don't think my mom even noticed that morning because it wasn't until after school I went to her and she said, well, she's taking me to the same babysitter, right? and she's all, what the fuck happened? I was like, his son beat me up. And she's like, what? Why'd you didn't tell me? I was like, I usually don't say anything. I usually just deal with it. He does. Yeah, he does it every day. So it's like, whatever. I didn't think, whatever. I don't. And then, so we get there. She tells his dad what happened. His dad looking at my eye. And his dad grabbed his son and took him to the bedroom. And me and my mom sitting on the couch like this, and all you can hear is, and him screaming, like, and me and my mom just sitting there like for a good 3 minutes, listening to the motherfucker just get the shit beat out of him. And then
getting that licking.
And he comes back, and then the kid comes back, sits on the couch, and he says, "I'm sorry." I said, "It's all right." And then ever since that day, this motherfucker was nice to me. He played Nintendo with me. Like, he did shit. He played with me. You know what I'm saying?
Are y'all still cool to this day?
Nah, it was just, I don't know. I don't really know him now, but this is third grade. I'm in third grade, and
he's in fifth. Yeah.
It's just funny that like that ass was humbled.
Shit.
Yeah,
ass was humbled.
I was surprised too.
The right way. Yeah,
I was surprised too because it was like tradition to beat me as soon as I walked through the door. Because his dad would go to the bedroom all the time and leave us in there. So while he in the bedroom the whole time, I'm getting beat up the whole time. And I was just surprised that nothing's happening to me. Like I'm like, is this just for today or is this every day?
This motherfucker like a goddamn lasso.
All right, you walk in the door, he's all putting the gloves
on. So fast forward,
come on, white. You know what's gonna happen.
Fast forward to he was a changed person. Fast forward to
he was what?
He was a changed person.
Oh, changed person. I was like, he was Chinese. Little Asian kid was
so fast forward to sixth grade. Fifth grade. My mom meets my stepdad.
Right.
And I think I'm fucking 10. She meets my step, and like before this we was living crazy, like places with no lights, I remember there was no food. It was a to-go Ruby Tuesday box in the fucking fridge, empty, and nothing else in the fridge. I remember like fucking like just kind of crying to her. I'm like, I'm starving, and she's like arguing with her boyfriend, and I think she's trying to get him to give me something to eat, and like he's being an asshole. And I'm like, I just keep opening the fridge. I still do that, open the fridge, even if there's nothing down.
I still do that shit. Yeah. Knowing ain't nothing in there.
Add up.
Hoping I missed something.
So things like that. So that's the type of shit I'm going through. And then she meets my stepdad, and then so we no longer living like that no more. She meets him, and he gets us an apartment on the south side, and I'm going to Ella Barnes now. At the beginning of fifth grade. The very end of fourth grade, going into fifth grade, and then I go to Caffey, and then I go to King High School. You know what I'm saying? So we living in Bear Creek at this time. You know what I'm saying? And I'm there for 4 years in Bear Creek from because we got an apartment, and then it was Bear Creek. You know what I'm saying? That was the first thing he did for my mom. We got us an apartment together, and then my stepdad, the one that became my stepdad. When she met my stepdad,
right.
Got us apartment together.
Now?
No, it's another one. She's with a different one now. Cause we'll get to that.
Right.
So He's like looking out, taking care of us and shit, you know what I'm saying? Taking me to Chuck E. Cheese. You want to go to Chuck E. Cheese? Like, you know what I'm saying? It's Hispanics
You
that.
say he moved y'all into a nice house in Bear Creek and shit at this point?
Yeah. So we there.
Living good.
We're not living. I'm not living like
better.
Like people in Bear Creek live, but you
like,
living in Bear Creek.
Yeah, when I
More white kids at the school.
Nah, Bear Creek was still that was a Hispanic.
That's upper class.
No, that was still a Hispanic neighborhood.
Shit,
you know what I'm saying?
Bear Creek, nigga,
but
shit,
it was like
that's right across shit from King's Cross.
But there was a lot of like
Corpus Christi.
around that time. It was
Corpus
like
Christi is an Hispanic neighborhood.
around that time, there was a lot of like Hispanic thugs in that neighborhood still. You know what I'm saying? Like that neighborhood is not like
probably had money type shit.
It wasn't like probably, but it wasn't like King's Crossing.
Already,
King's Crossing was less.
They weren't thugging it in King's Crossing.
It was
partying.
It was man. Like I'm talking about that was thug. I'm talking about. I remember 6 thugs used to show up on my doorstep, ask for me, and I used to get and I was and they was like my bullies. You know what I'm saying?
We only in 6th grade right now.
And and I have to go out there and they trying to get me to buy a burn CD. I'm like, I ain't got no money and shit. And they just like, and they wearing the white tees and shit, looking thugged out. You know what I'm talking about? And they look like they about to fuck me up and shit. I was like, I really don't have no money. So I'll go in there and ask your stepdad. I was like, hey, y'all got $3 for a CD? And then they're like, no. And I come back out. I was like, I ain't got no $3. And but yeah, it would be shit like that. Like I got picked on in that fucking neighborhood.
In the Bear Creek?
Like I know some Mexicans from that neighborhood who are now like super fucking gang bangers to like from like prison gangs and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like Mexican prison gangs and shit. Like I ran into a homie like at a barbershop. He was all tatted up and he was always like I knew he was always like that. You know, you could tell he just came out of prison from doing some time and like putting in work. And you know what I'm saying? So around that time, it was like, it was still scary. Like I actually fucking felt better on the west side. And when I would spend the night with my homies, like New Edition, or when I spend the night with Leadword and New Edition when I was 15, or fucking with Steve Lynn when I was 13 in the west side, or north side, or with Paul Woods on the west side too.
We'll go all the way up until like the end of high school,
so,
and then we'll bring you back for like a part
all right. So
we want to cover all this shit, and then we'll bring you back.
So we do. I'm not doing good enough to where like I can get a lot of money to go to the mall. Like it was like one of those like on Fridays I get $20 and I get to go to the mall and get what I want with $20.
Yeah,
like I wasn't. It wasn't like
That was a lot back then.
Yeah. It was enough to get a CD and some candy. You know what I'm saying?
And play a tilt art motherfucking game.
Play
sometimes
arcade.
But sometimes you be so hungry you didn't buy the CD, so you just bought you a good meal. But yeah, so like,
or you could just sample everything in the mall.
So we was doing
music and then just buy the fucking.
So we was doing good enough.
Shit,
we was doing good enough to where like I got $20 every Friday to go to the mall. I'm getting like $2 or $3 a day for lunch money at for school, and so I'm able to get vending machine shit.
Right.
Yeah, this was when I was with the stepdad.
What was his name?
So I'm not gonna. I don't even like to be personal about it because there's a lot of shit involved that I don't want to.
Some bullshit in my
You're good.
So I'm there for 4 years.
Right.
From we in Bear Creek from when I was 13 to 16. Or the end of 12 to 16. And while I'm there, that's where I met Rodney and GHK Abu. He was there too. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like
in Bear Creek?
Yeah.
That's tight.
So and Sebastian Henderson, like, so even in Bear Creek, my best friends were black dudes. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, it's my destiny. Like no matter where the fuck I went,
right. It
just accidentally happened like that. I remember walking by, and there was a bunch of black people in the fucking basketball. The basketball hoop in front of his house, and I just sat there, and that's how I became friends with Sebastian and Rodney. You know what I'm saying? Like I just sat there watching them play, and then we just and then we started fucking freestyling on karaoke machine in the fucking garage.
Yeah, live.
Yeah, so so the end of 12, I started rapping and shit, and I'm with them, and like so those are my Southside partners. You know what I'm saying? And then fucking. So I'm there for 4 years.
But during this time, you're going to Cityscapes and all this. When
Cityscapes
run,
I'm there for 4 years from like 13 to from 12 from the end of 12 to 16.
Because y'all lived in an apartment, I'm guessing, for like a year or two before y'all moved into the house.
for like a year.
And you were,
All right,
going,
so
and you were
so
going to Cityscapes this whole entire time?
yeah, so with them, yeah, because Rodney's the reason why I started rapping because he was the king of the freestyle fucking
Were you going
contest.
to Cityscapes before Rodney and them?
Yeah, because somebody asked, because Cityscape was big back then.
Yeah.
It was at summer school. Somebody told me like you should go to City because everybody was talking about let's go to Cityscape. Like people get in trouble talking about Cityscapes. You know what I'm saying? So I was already kind of going like during the breakdancing era, trying to be a breakdancer because everybody was breakdancing. And then I meet Rodney and Sebastian, and then like and Rodney's the king of the fucking GHK Abu. He's the king of the freestyle content. Whenever he would spit.
And he was like fucking
everybody
12 years old, 13 at the time, right?
No, I was
I'm saying Al Boo, he was probably about 12, 13.
No, because I was 12, so he was like 14.
Okay.
Or 15. I met him when he was 15. So like, yeah, I was like about to be 13, he was 15. So
Already.
he's a couple of years older than me. So he was, and like back in the day, like a 15-year-old dude was kind of like he was cool. You know what I'm saying? he was cool. So like he was like, and he was like the king of that shit. Everybody worshipped him there. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, man, I want to fucking start. And somebody
Shout out to Al Boo, man.
I want to start. I want to start rapping so like on the stage and not just on the karaoke machines. And I told her, hey, pull me up on stage. The next time next time we go, just pull my shirt up there. I don't want to look cocky. You know what I'm saying? I said, I'm 12. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling them this. Pull me up, and he pulls me up. He don't even hear what I'm saying because the music loud. He's like, what, man? Get up here. He pulls me up, gives me the mic, and I start rapping. And that's when I knew that's what I was gonna be the rest of my life. And then so I'm going. So that's why. So even while I'm there, I'm in Bear Creek. I'm spending the night with everybody I'm meeting at city. I'm spending the night on the west side. I'm spending the night on the north side. I'm spending the night in the hoods on the weekends. You know what I'm saying? I'm spending the night in the hoods on the weekends. Right. So and that's how I met everybody like Paul Woods and all them and Big Bill. You know, Big Bill from Z95. I met him during that time. You know what I'm saying?
Know what I'm saying?
And Lady Led and
shout out to Bill, man. Congratulations, man.
And so
all grown up.
And I was always trying to spend the night in other hoods away, and also in Treyway too. My SA partner in Treyway. Shout out to my SA RJ. You know what I'm saying? That was my main man's. I remember his mom used to always fucking scream his name whenever it would be too late, whenever it started getting dark. Oh, shit. She'll be on the balcony and screaming, RJ. Like the whole hood knew RJ. You know what I'm saying?
That was my little brother's homie.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about? Yeah. He was above your little brother's house, apartment.
Yeah, hell yeah.
He was right above. Yeah. Ricky was also the homeboy. Your brother was also who I hung out with when I was over there. Him and we was there. Like really? there was no internet, so we there. You know what I'm saying? And fucking so I'm and the reason I'm trying to be at all these places and shit because my stepdad he was very mentally abusive towards me because of the culture I was a part of. He didn't like that I was wanting to be a rapper, and hanging out with these people, with urban people. Right. You know what I'm saying? He's the typical
racist.
Here it is. I wouldn't say race. I would say typical Mexican that you would meet that would say, I don't listen to that fucking rap shit. Yeah. Like one of those typical traditional Mexicans. Yeah. Like not like racist. Like he'll fucking like he won't be friends with one. Like cause he had his neighbor was a friend. It depends what kind of black person you are.
Right. But he was probably totally against his daughter dating a black dude type Mexican.
Shit, I promise.
I don't know. Maybe. I can't answer that, but he was a traditional Mexican, like
right. I get where you going.
Like
I'm picking up what.
So he didn't want me to be like that. He didn't want me to grow up like them. You know what I'm saying? So and I'm already doing that before I even met him. I'm already like that's kind of what I'm already doing. You know what I'm saying?
I'm on this.
So when he just comes into my life trying to change me into. It was too late. Like you met me too late. You can't change. I'm already like getting grown. And and it was really hardcore. Like I used to wake up every morning and him crying, making my mom crying, and him yelling, "You fucking bitch! Your fucking son! You need to put him in a military school." And my mom just crying like, like that's all I hear when I'm waking up every day, right? And he's gonna grow up to be an N-word like that. And and listen, trying to be the rap music. Like I couldn't tell him about to go to a rap battle. I couldn't tell him I want to go to a talent show. I couldn't tell him none of that. Like all the recording studios and all that. I had to lie about what I was doing. I wasn't allowed to do none of that shit. I was not allowed to make it as a rapper. Like and so that's why that's why I was always at Sebastian House with Rodney and Sebastian. We was out like I practically lived with them. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like soon as I heard my mom stop crying. I guess like things would cool down and they became cool. I would sneak the fuck out the house while everything's quiet, and then be with Sebastian and Rodney, and we would just be rapping all day on the line bar getting instrumentals, and everybody would be. That was the house to go to because Sebastian pops would always be in the bedroom like doing his own thing, and like we got to have the house like it was the only house on the block where it was just like that. Where all the kids met up there because that was the spot to, you know what I'm saying? That was like our little fucking club, you know what I'm saying? And it was like the Switch House SUC era, so we banging Screw, Big Mo, all this shit. We fucking freestyling like I didn't came down. That's what we doing. And so I'm always with them or my partners in the hood that I met from Cityscapes and Tequila Boom.
Yeah, Tequila Boom.
Trying to stay away from my stepdad house because I couldn't.
Bullshit.
Yeah, like because I would try to be cool with him it was just so. Even when we would have, we cool now. Let me put that out right. We cool now. Like I don't think he's like that anymore. Like after my mom divorced him, some things changed. I think he changed. You know what I'm saying, to a better person.
That's fire.
And
women will do that to you.
And what's it called? Sure. I mean, we only see each other like if like Mel comes to his house, like he'll hit me up. Like I'm still kind of nervous around him because we never really had a good relationship, but he like it seems like he's really apologetic about it. Like he really like shows me love. Like whenever he sees me, like it's kind of extra because I think it's because here's the thing because I was living in the streets because like as soon as I turned 16, I moved to the north side of my grandma's house, Noises Bay Boulevard, north side, across from Hillcrest, that northwest, I guess you can call it. By on J Real Street, actually. I was like a couple of houses down from J Real, where him and J Real, J Styles homie. Yeah, you heard of J Real? Yeah, they used to rap together. So I'm down a couple houses away from them, and I moved there like I'm 16. It's a fucked up duplex that my grandma lived in. It was on Magnolia Street, the same street as my man's K Smooth lived at. Oh, really? Yeah, R.I.P. K Smooth. Not that I knew him like for a long ass time since I was like probably like 18, but I didn't know him when I was on the street though. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just naming people that I know from the street, but not at the time that I met them. On the west? No, what?
Magnolia, where's that at?
No, across from the Stripes on the north side Stripes by Sage West.
Okay. Oh yeah, all right.
There's Hillcrest. There's a Stripes. There's AGB's on the way over there. Right. Yeah, so down the street from AGB on Leopard. And so I'm living there, and I hate it there too because she would let the hood animals in, the cats and the dogs. The
hood animals.
Yeah, she would let them come in, and it was so messy and itchy and hot.
Messy and itchy.
Yeah, it sucked living there, but I'd rather be over there than my stepdad's, right?
With the bullshit.
And then so like. And I didn't want to keep my clothes there because my clothes would get all fucked up, like compromised and shit. You know what I'm saying? So I started living in the streets by 17, and like pretty much just like taking my clothes with me, like putting them at like my homie on the Lamada. I put my clothes in his closet. I'm gonna leave my clothes here. You know what I'm saying? When I need to come through, I'm gonna change right here. So I'm couch hopping in the projects so I'm living in the street for 5 years right at this point now. I'm 17. I was already sleeping in porch in front of. I was sleeping on. If RJ's mom wouldn't let me spend the night, I would sleep on the porch.
Damn.
Yeah, and I would tell my mom, I'm spending the night at my friend's house. Yeah, I'm good. Like that's how bad I did not. That's how much I did not want to be around at that time. I said that because he really didn't like me. You know what I'm saying? And but like I said, everything is cool now. Every now and then we'll even eat lunch and shit. Like it's. Like he'll hit me up to go eat lunch, and I could just tell. I mean, he doesn't. We don't bring it up. I think it'll be awkward. You don't say nothing about nothing, but you can just tell like he's trying to like make up
he's
for
trying
it.
to be. He's trying to apologize.
Yeah. So
Actions speak louder.
yeah, letting his actions. There you go. So you can't even be mad when it's just the action speaking because
Right.
it's still speaking.
Right.
Because some people say words that don't even match the action. Right. So, anyways, so fucking so this is 5 years. I'm fucking couch hopping. I'm in La Mata 1, La Mata 2, La Mata 3, Navarro projects, fucking Northside, Hillcrest, back to Treyway. I love golf way. I got the best. They had the best AC, bro. I used to love that fucking AC. If I was able to spend the night in golf way, I was like, thank God.
That shit would blow snow. I didn't live with my parents over there, but when I was over there, yeah, that shit would blow snow.
Yeah,
Sleeping in the night.
man, I was spending the night Lead Word crib in New Edition. I think that was his grandma's spot. And then I was spending everywhere, right? So I'm just like, this is how I'm living now. I'm like, no longer, and he would tell my mom not to help me while I'm living in the street. So I'm not getting that help, that Bear Creek help anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not getting my little $20 for the mall shit. You know what I'm saying? Like now I'm panhandling and shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm fucking trying to keep jobs and shit, but it's hard because I'm like trying to keep a place to fucking sleep at, and then do this, and then it was just easier for me to panhandle sometimes, and I was just fucking stand in front of places and ask for change. You know, I guess when I was young, I think it was really helping me get money. You know what I'm saying? Being the youngster panhandling, you got to get more money.
You got to get that bread.
Yeah.
Got to.
You know what I'm saying when you panhandling as a kid, I think they get more.
They feel a little bad.
Yeah, they give you more money, and as opposed to like when a grown man, comes to the. But I was still grown, asking for change. You know what I'm saying?
Before we get too far ahead, someone has commented earlier and said that they were at your first rap battle at Tequila Boom. Is that true?
Oh shit! Well, of course, my first one was Cityscapes, but but Tequila Boom was a year later.
Okay,
that's this like Corpus was popping around this time. Yeah, so Tequila, the radio station announced like this is rap battles going on at Tequila Boom and a dance contest, and that's when I started going there. That's when I started meeting my Northside partners, like Michael Perry and all of them that I know today. Tavares,
that's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? R.I.P.
The
Tavares.
radio stations was promoting this shit.
Yeah, the bomb was promoting it.
Yeah,
it was a big deal. Every school was there. Every hood school was at Tequila Boom. You had West Side and North Side in there and East Side. Like it was just straight hood. It was more hood than Cityscape. Cityscape was already hood.
But South Side.
But Tequila Boom
was
like that was like fucking 8 Mile right there. Like that's what it felt like. I felt like when 8 Mile came out, I was like, this is Tequila Boom right here. Like,
Tequila Boom Cityscapes was an actual skating rink, to whereas Tequila Boom was an actual club.
Well, Cityscapes
that was doing teen nights.
I was going to say for teenagers.
It wasn't even for teenagers. It was for adults, but they would do teen nights.
Yeah, they would do teen night and then adult night.
And then adults would come later on that teen night.
No, they was already waiting
like
in
that.
line.
Oh, they was already waiting in line.
I remember that.
I remember
I don't like that, D. I don't like that.
I remember this night that me and Michael Perry, we had the battle of the night. We battled while the lights turned on us, and it was time for the adults to come in, and we still battling. Like they letting us go. It was like and we had camera phones back then, so I can only tell y'all this story.
I can only tell you.
Michael Perry, he was the freestyle king. Like everybody loved him. He was the man.
Right.
Just like Rodney was the man in Cityscape, Michael Perry was the man at Tequila Boom. He had the whole North Side on his team. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? All he had to do get on stage, North Side, everybody.
Already,
you know what I'm saying? So I remember we got into a rap beef there. We met through a rap beef. I'm 14, he was 16. This is when we met. And because during the first freestyle contest, we all just regular rap. No, it was no battling.
Right.
I think we kind of inspired the battle match round because he said he said when it was his turn to rap, he said he was just spitting going hard, and then he just slid in, and we got a fake Eminem, and everybody like, oh,
of course.
And then I would call the radio station And they used to have the guest DJ and the free, the shout outs and the guest DJ introduced the song. Yeah. So I would call during the guest DJ hour because everybody listened to it. Everybody that our age listened to that shit. And that was pretty much our YouTube. So you call in, I introduce a song, I would spit a rhyme. Right. Introduce a song. And then after he said, call me a faggot minute, and I didn't get the mic because my turn was already, I already did my turn. You
couldn't rebuttal.
Yeah. It was a freestyle contest for everybody to pass the mic. Nobody could go up twice. Yeah. So I went on the radio and I was like, Michael Perry, like I'm talking shit, like, and then the beef began. Like when I would come through the doors of Tequila Boom, like everybody like, now you done fucked up messing with my kinfolk, And then so me and Mike, we started battling. They would start letting us battle. I was like, hey, there's me and him ran into each other in the Tequila Boom after the radio thing, and he would and we said, hey, I want us to battle. Let's go to the DJ and ask him if we can do that. He's like, all right, let's do that. You know what I'm saying? Like we the tension was tight, but we was like, let's just make this happen. So we go to the DJ like, hey, we need a battle. You know what I'm saying? And they're like, all right, we'll have a battle round. So they let us do it, you know what I'm saying? and it was the battle of the fucking night. The lights turned on. We were going back and forth. And I'm actually freestyle. I'm coming up with shit while he's spitting. I'm writing in my head. I was good at that, writing and shit in my head while he's spitting them. We rebuttaling. We kind of like not going too long. We're kind of spitting like maybe 4 bars each. Yeah. I was like saying, and then I passed the mic back, and he'd be like, and then he'd pass the mic back, and like it just kept going. And then I see adults walking in like trying to watch. Like that's how big it was. Like the adults that were waiting for adult night, for a teen night to be over, they're coming in like just watching like an audience. They're like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. It was amazing, bro. I'm getting chills just visualizing this shit, and there's no fucking footage of it. And so what's it called? So I'm doing. Let me tell you the first time that I got there though. The first time that I got the mic on stage, so everybody did their thing right, and it was my turn to rap. This is the first night, and I'm telling you,
this airs on the radio.
No, I'm bringing you back to the first night that I joined the freestyle contest at Tequila Boom. This is like the grand opening of the night. Okay. The whole hood is there, and like it's my turn to rap. Right, I'm the only white kid there. This is straight black and Mexican, straight black and Mexican, and like. And there's still only like 5 Mexicans, so I'm like, so it's me, 5 Mexicans, and black. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And like, so I get the mic.
Nighttime.
As soon as he gives me the mic, bro, guess what happened? Boo! Like the whole place.
Before you even spit it?
Yeah, before I rap, it was boo. Like the whole place was booing, loud as fuck, and it was like long boo, like for a good 10 seconds until I told the host, I was like, hey, this was before Elite One was the host. Elite One became the host like a year later. At that time, it was somebody else. But Elite One was usually the main host of that contest. But it was somebody else, and I told him, I said, hey, can you tell them to stop booing so I can rap? and he whispered in my ear, he's like, hey, either rap or give the mic back. I'm not gonna tell these people nothing. So I was like, fuck it. Let me see what happens if I start rapping. And I didn't believe this shit, bro. I said, I remember the bar. It was, woke up on the top bunk, pop 6 Adderalls, let my jeans sag like fat women in overalls. Soon as I said that, the boo changed. Yeah. To fucking like that being 14 and saying a bar like that in front of other fucking people my age. Yeah. That's a bar.
Big bar.
And these motherfuckers and then I would spit again. I can't remember like the rest of the fucking verse. But it would be then I spit and everybody like cause hanging out with Rodney and Sebastian, they made me very creative. You know what I'm saying? So I'm already 2 years in with some fucking creativity. So that's why I'm coming up with some good shit. And then man, after that night, I was like, man, I can be the best rapper alive. Like I remember telling myself that I could be the best rapper alive. I just won all these motherfuckers after they booed me. And man, anybody who was there that night could fucking tell you that happened, bro. I don't know.
In the comments right now,
I don't know.
vouching for it.
I don't know who. I don't know who was there that night.
Yeah, you got a pop.
And fucking and so I was doing that like until fucking till it closed down. Like I think by the time I became 17, there was no more of this shit. So like I was already at the beginning of adulthood. So I'm like cool. Like I made it just in time for these fucking activities. And now, now I have to go. And now I'm sneaking in Club 1 with DJ Natural. He's sneaking me in the back and letting me rap on the mic at 17 at Club 1. And it's an 18 and up club. Yeah. So that's where I'm at now. And people thinking and when they would have a freestyle contest, like at Toxic or something. Yeah. I was 17 when they had a freestyle contest at Toxic one night. I was 17 and I already went to Club 1 a few times. I'm already like a regular at Club 1. I go there and you know Tuna Grills?
Yeah.
During that time, they were like the door guys at Toxic. I don't know if they were the door guys, but they would be in front. They were the sponsors. They used to sponsor, like give out grills to people who won the freestyle contest.
Oh shit.
You know, shit like that. They was promoting Wheels on Grills. Yeah. Shout out to Tuna. And I remember I came one night and he goes to Club 1. And he's like, and I was about to get in Toxic. I was like, what's up, Tuna? I'm about to get on this rap contest. I'm gonna win that grill. And he's all, bro, you can't get in. I was like, why not? He's like, you're a fucking adult. I was like, I'm 17. And he's all, dude, I saw you at Club 1. I was like, oh, I sneak into Club 1. He's all, dude. He was like, bro, if I already saw you at Club 1, I'm not letting you in here. I was like,
that's fucked up.
He's like, you just gonna have to keep going to Club 1. I was like, they don't have no freestyle contests all the time.
God damn. That's when you became an adult.
Yeah, I was like, man, I'm just here to freestyle. You know, I don't fucking come here for nothing else. And then, cause every time, even before,
he ain't want to give up that grill.
Yeah, cause he don't want to give up that grill.
Oh God,
hell yeah, man. On that note, man, we gonna end it right here, man. We gonna have to bring him back for a part 2.
We
man.
definitely doing a part 2,
Scoop,
dog.
take us out, man.
Man, you know what it is, baby. Riding High presents off the cushion. I'm higher than Eagle ass right now, bro. Mm-hmm. We out, man. And I appreciate that, bro. We definitely got to do a number 2, like shit mandatory.